All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is time for Philo. It's been a wild day so far. You had a tragic plane crash. Boeing, they dropped 7, then they're chilling now. There are actually statements coming out. It is time for Philo. Now. But then you just had a really good 30-year bond auction. 2 out of 3 of the bond auctions this week were good. That helps it out with the rates and all of that. We had a lot of talk. We got to hear Besant. It didn't get in the way, but then the Israel-Iran conflict, anytime your boy would say anything, Trump regarding it, any other headlines, it kind of gave us this volatility, but we pretty much came back halfway. You're at the lows of yesterday, but you're just in this weird middle ground of the war tensions yesterday. So we got, again, PPI came in good in the morning too if you weren't here, but generally everything was good. There was even some big updates on like drug spending. There was a bill to ban advertising on drugs, so like NVO, and then NVO just said a phase 3 trial partnership with NVIDIA, and then Meta and AMD, they're at a conference right now, or AMD is, so there's a lot going on, but range is still kind of tight. So either way, I told you guys yesterday, I would be thinking about next week. None of this shit matters. What matters is this SEP on Wednesday. And then from there, our work is cut out for us. So we'll find out. But Charadonia, Philo. I'm so excited. It's a good Philo today, boys. Very, very good one. So let me send out the alert. And let me go get a carbo and we'll be good. In a couple minutes, we'll begin. Let's see. Roblo dying. What is this? Investor anxiety over revenge taxes overblown, says Barclays. Boeing offered to defer to India's to investigate. All right, yeah, watch out for that. Novo to advance subcutaneous and oral amycretin into phase 3. That's hitting the wires again. Dude, that was a play action. And then TTD might be down on that advertising stuff. So much going on. So little moves. All right, I'll be right back.
Functioning properly. And finally, as you take a look at shares of Boeing, remember, it has delivered almost 1,200 787s. And as I mentioned, this, Kelly, is the first crash of a Dreamliner since they started deliveries way back in 2011. Kelly, back to you.
That's what I was going to ask, Phil, is kind of how often has this plane flown? When I asked ChatGPT, it says about 5 million revenue flights in that period of time. Do you think that's about right?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got a strong track record. There's no doubt about this. And the other thing to keep in mind is when you look at the aircraft that was involved today, 41,700 flight hours. And now we'll see if the track record shows that there were problems. There were no reported problems on flights earlier in the day and the previous day when the aircraft was flying for Air India. But we'll see as investigators go through all of the data to see if there perhaps may have been some indication that things were going to go awry when it took off today.
It's so tragic. One of the worst crashes we've had in years. And the fact that someone walked away like that, I did see those reports. It's just that I've seen the man mentioned. It's just unbelievable, the whole thing. Phil, thank you, and we'll check back in as we learn more. Our Philo reporting. Coming up, it's the IPO of the day. Chime soaring in its public debut on the NASDAQ after pricing above its expected range, priced at 27, opened at 43, trading just below that level now around 40, and that gives it a valuation of around $17 billion for the fintech. We can call it a fintech name, neobank maybe. We'll talk about what it means for the IPO pipeline as well. Plus, the president saying the administration's aggressive immigration policy is having a negative impact on jobs in the farming industry, writing, "We must protect our farmers," and suggesting that changes are coming. What does that mean? Let's ask the Agriculture Secretary about the fallout and the one big, beautiful bill, what it could mean for the industry. Brooke Rollins is coming up later this hour. We're back after this.
This
Yo,
is
AM
The
Digital
Exchange on CNBC.
Ooh. Yo, they're getting rocked on CNBC. Boom.
For the conversation, Kaylee, at the moment, the parade is set for 6:30 p.m. Saturday. Good luck getting into Washington.
Yeah, good luck getting into Washington today, tomorrow,
Also
basically any day leading up to the parade. Traffic's going to be a nightmare. We'll have more coming up here on Balance of Power on Bloomberg TV and radio.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. That's crazy. And then Oklo just ripped, too. And UNH again. Bro, you're getting big moves for not moving. Does that make sense? I'm telling you, all these call-outs and everything, headline after headline. I'm seeing ticker after ticker, but the index will not go. And now you got Bitcoin going, too. So, yeah, we will 60-40, bro. I guess you're 20. If you break out, I mean, you could go 20 points easy. Now you got Guild, more medicine names, RTX. Lowe's was already melting up. I think you're going full melt until we get another Israel headline. So, other than that, baby. Oh. It's time for Philo. Ladies and gentlemen, I love it. I hope you do too, man. And I hope you are exactly where you want to be. So if you are here right now, you paid to be here. And like I said, it wasn't always like that. Maybe it's not always like that. But the point is, you want to be here. Okay, so I am going to talk about God and life and a lot of other things. I'm going to ignore the market to a degree. So that's kind of why, but hear me out. This is for the people that want it, and I want it, okay? So if you want to be a part of it, please do so. Otherwise, you listen. No one is trying to push anything on you. If you disagree, you don't like it, just be silent. This is not a space for an open conversation on it. That's just not what it is. Maybe at a different time, Friday after hours, we have different conversations. We go back and forth. I think this is a moment to listen. So, again, it is about the concepts that we're going over. If it stocks, if something breaking happens, I will stop what I'm doing and I'll get to it. Otherwise, if you don't want to partake in Philo, you only post stocks or you don't say anything at all. Okay? Don't spam. Don't try to get my attention unless it's breaking news. It has to be something big. And the whole concept here, like I was saying with everybody, I want cohesion. And you see it, bro. Some people, they're not on the same page. Those of us on the same page, bro, do you not? Oh, God is good. Praise God, and to God be the glory. We're running, bro. Do you not feel the wind in your hair? We are on the same page. We are aligned. Where things are making sense. We're prepared. Like, bro, it's beautiful. And that's what I want. That's why I'm saying here, this is the whole point. Because whether you want Philo or not, bro, look at the workflow. Look at everything else. We could all get exactly what we want. I will give you my tools, my mind, whatever you need. You focus on the stocks, watch my back, I'm going to watch yours. It's very simple here. We don't need to get into a weird religious debate. We don't need to get into any of the weird shit when just quite simply, let's take the info, let's get our bag. If this could actually help you and it resonates with your mind, soul, and heart, then that's a good thing. Then let's call it a day. So I hope y'all feel me on it, but let's get a good one. And like I've been telling you, man, just I hope you enjoy these, but I really hope y'all been getting hope, and I hope you bring hope in your real life. That is what I want. And I hope all of y'all really see the opportunities that you have, because it's actually insane. I'm telling you, you guys, you are not behind. Young, old, I don't care, bro. We are living through such a wild moment right now. And it is your opportunity to secure it and to be aware and be present. And God has given us a lot already. And I'm telling you, bro, it's a blessing. So honestly, though, I love it. Oh, I love it. Because, today, bro, my intro is what's on all of your minds. I love it. Because I have told you guys a lot of things over the years. Even recently, I've set you a standard, and I would ban the shit out of you. If you did, you already know, right? And I love it. You know why I love it? because it has led to way less terrible conversations, way less noise, way less mind pollution. I know. You know why? Because here's the deal. What I'm going to talk about today for your intro, I'm going to talk about the thing a lot of you would have complained about if I didn't ban you. If I wasn't running with this attitude as of late, oh, you would have been hearing this every single day. And you would oh yeah, so get ready, baby. And this is the point, bro. You don't need to complain. And sometimes, and you're like, give me this, I want this, talk about this. Like, bro, trust me. Just be hungry, okay? Be hungry. You will get fed, I promise. But I hope they feel me. Yeah, so what I want to talk about is the blessing and the curse. Okay? And what I'm talking about, I'm going to use the market. I'm going to use a real life example. I told you 2 months ago to pick your frustration. It was very timely advice. Like I said, bro, I made this year, I did a very big emphasis on making the long term very easy and simple to follow so that you don't get it convoluted and mixed up with all my other plays, and all you have is 2 for 2, minimum 40%. Wow, that's amazing. We killed it. And if you reacted at this moment, there was your opportunity, right? So it's great. But yeah, here's what I'm here to tell you about, bro. The blessing and the curse. What just happened, my brothers, is a blessing and a curse. Oh, I don't know if y'all feel me. You know why? Because I want to talk to the people that missed out. The people that didn't buy the dip. I missed the NVO. I didn't buy Papa John's. Of course, the only one I don't buy. Oh, I was this. Right? Come on. Is it not on anybody's heart? I know it is. I know in the last 2 months, there is a portion of y'all that are plagued by this. And you waking up every morning and you get reminded of it. My brother, do you realize it? The ones who didn't get it. We will have other opportunities. MSTR is going crazy. Oh, you'll see. But this is your gift right now. Do you understand? I don't think they do. I don't think y'all feel me. I've given this Philo so many times. Like I'm saying, bro. If I was going to let y'all complain, you would have been hearing this every day. I would have had to go on a rant about what's yours is yours. But bro, hear me right now, bro. Hear me right now. If you missed out, this is your gift right now, okay? Why? Because, my brother, this is a real challenge. Do you get it? I'm very locked in. I'm very excited to see what some of you do. Because those of you who missed it, my brother, here is your gift. To learn how to handle this. To learn how to actually stand solid without the validation. You don't realize it yet, but you are really given a gift. I want to know if you're going to crack and chase, or are you going to actually stick to your plan? I don't think y'all feel me. Do you regret it even harder in 3 months? Or are you going to use this moment in the last 2 months as evidence to derail yourself a year from now? Oh, y'all ain't hearing me, bro. I hope they are. Oh, you better lock in, bro. So if you're sitting here and you're like, I missed out. Oh, I can't believe it. Bro, and you're not Don't fall victim to it, bro. Again, I don't care what you end up doing is what I've been telling you all. You know why? You'll be okay. It's just going to waste time. You're just going to waste time and opportunity. So if you don't want to waste time and you missed it and you're going through this, bro, I need you to really comprehend and understand the consequences. I need you to use wisdom right now and some understanding. Do you realize what you just got? This ain't paper trading. It's not like a fake it. This is a real thing in your life now. And now you're like, well, shit. Are you going to crack and chase? Are you going to regret even more and use this as baggage to take for the next quarter? Or a year from now when a bad decision shows up your way, are you going to use this and be like, no, because remember I didn't do that last time, so yeah. Oh, Chad, this is real, bro. It's huge. That's what I'm saying. Before I tell you what's yours is yours, no, bro, this is huge. Do you understand? Some of y'all, I don't know why you didn't get certain things. I don't know why you missed it if it was right. I don't know. Who cares? Because that was supposed to happen. My brother, and that's why I'm saying I need y'all awareness. If this is you, you're one of these people, and you feel like you missed out, this is not the time to go crazy. This is the time to ask yourself, are you going to stick to your plan or not? I'm not advocating you to change plans. I'm the guy who I like to plan early, plan once, and call it a day. That's what we said with choose your frustration. But you gotta realize this is a real event. It's already impacting you. It's gonna give you motivation or evidence to change plans or make a bad decision. And it's gonna be an invisible thing that floats over your head, emotions, and thoughts for the next couple of months. Oh, isn't that a trip? My brother, stop playing with it. Don't you realize this is your gift? Because until you learn how to handle this, you get what I'm saying? My brother, how do you think I do what I do? It is to God be the glory, bro. All day, every day. Amen. And that's what I love about all this lately, is that, I have hit a lot of shit, bro. And we've done very well. And I didn't need anybody. That's why. So no one could hold it over me. But guess what? This whole time I've been doing it, I ain't say it's me, bro. I said God and Jesus and finger to the sky. And y'all we're worried about so much. God, bro, I told you, wisdom, he will reveal. It's not me. May he get the glory. Always. Always, bro. So I hope y'all feel me, man. But dude, this is it. You guys have this opportunity right now. And some of you have been given nothing. It seems like you have been given nothing, but you really received something big. But this is going to affect you. And I need you to have understanding of it now. The consequences. Do you see what I'm saying? You're being handed what you want, but it's wrapped up in something you don't like. Like I'm telling you, bro, how do you think I do this? This ain't the first time in the middle of everything you see me bottom tick perfectly. How? My brother, I've gone through this. I've been in your shoes where I've had to regret my decisions. I've been there where I didn't choose my frustration early. I was given the same gift you were, and I had to realize what it meant. Because that same gift taught me, stick to the plan. Next time it comes around, you're not going to make that mistake again. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you fail to learn this lesson, you will let it derail you until you have to deal with it again. So be wise. You got a gift if you missed out. Trust me, they don't feel me, but it's true. I fully believe this in my heart. You know that? And now let's talk about the people who hit it. The people who made all the money. You got it perfectly. Now you rich. Oh, wow. You also were given a gift. And let me warn you right now, the gift wasn't the money. Oh, brother. You know what your gift is? You hit all the plays. You bought the dip. You know what your gift is? Your gift is temptation. I love it. I've seen it before. Listen to what I just told you, bro. I've killed it. But I didn't do anything. It's God be the glory. Y'all don't feel me. But sadly, this happens every time. Some of you who hit it, you will get puffed up. You went from copying everything Josh did to letting that little voice trick you into thinking that you are fucking Jordan Belfort. When in reality, Josh is even telling you he ain't do shit. It's all Sky Daddy. Do you see what I'm saying? But now you hit everything. Now you have the temptation to go your own way. You have the temptation to know it all. You have the temptation to start remixing. You're going to have the temptation to go monetize it, make a course, make your website. Oh, yeah. Now you'll be like, man, maybe I don't need the long term. If I just hit 5 of these and I do. Oh, y'all don't feel me, bro. You better feel me. You've witnessed it. You've watched it happen in the chat already, bro. Oh, I love it. That's why I'm not afraid to talk about it. You see my retweet yesterday? I'm not afraid. I don't want to. You guys scared to talk? I already watched you all do it. Amen. To God be the glory. I've watched everything, and so have you. Everything I just told you. Both the good side and the bad side. Okay? So, that's why right away, you didn't see right away, right when Papa John's hits, and MVO go above 30, motherfuckers, they ready. They like, what about this one? And then, yeah, hey, let's go this. And then everybody starts getting all, and they're like, oh. And what I tell you, I said, bro, you should start planning for when we fall behind. You remember me telling you that? And I'm saying I'm waiting and I'm preparing for when shit goes wrong. I've hit everything perfectly, and I'm over here saving and planning for shit to go wrong. Do you understand? You must learn, brother. So yeah, bro. This whole intro to Philo, you've lived through it, dude. You've witnessed it in the Chad. You've witnessed it outside of the Chad. Fat move, bro. Everything. You missed it, bro. You have a blessing. This is your gift right now to not waste your time chasing, cracking, and getting derailed. And just understand, with enough time, you're going to come back and this will all make sense. I swear to you. Go ask anybody who bought an EV charger. Okay? And vice versa. You guys who have gotten in the early success and you're hitting and it's awesome. My brother, you may not have had to face real temptation. Now you will. Do you get what I'm telling you? Now you guys are getting real regret, real emotions if you miss it. And on the upside, y'all don't feel me, bro. Wait till you make a lot of money. Wait till you start doing everything correctly. Tell me that, ego. Y'all don't feel me, bro. It's easy. Oh, it's easy. Yeah, you're like, Josh, I love you. I will never make a course. You made $100. Go hit 100 plays. Go make 6 figures. Now what? Now you're going to change. Go make $1 million. Go make 10 million. Oh, that ego going creep. Don't play with me, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? This is real. Some of you, y'all letting this rack your emotions, and it's real for you. Excellent. That means it's a gift. Some of you, you don't handle this success, I'll see you in 5 years when you squander. Same thing. Bro, you missed out and you let you let getting derailed lose you more money. How did you let missing out make you a gambler? That's insane. Because you had nothing to squander except for what you have now. That's crazy. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not talking shit. Again, some of you will realize how mature this conversation is. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm just saying this is real. And you've been through it, you've witnessed it, you've seen it, and now you're on one side or the other right now. I don't want you to waste time. You don't need to live through this, waste your money, have a bad emotions, and go to learn what you've already learned. Again, I would ban you if you asked me this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you already learned it. You don't need God to come down with thunder to tell you this. Because you already learned it. You witnessed it with your own eyes and ears. That's why I'm saying, when people ignore what you just went through, that you lived through, I can't tolerate that. But you've gone through this. Again, are you going to squander the opportunity of missing out and not learn that there was a real solid plan, and not learn about all of it, about a real test of sticking to your plan? You've never really tested it. You've never had a challenge big enough to stress test your plan. Now you do. And all the people, y'all think it's easy to agree with like ego and positive shit until you start hitting everything. Wait till your ego has a reason to be egotistical, and then tell me that you've handled the test. Because that's what some of you are going to go through now. So, either way, I hope you get it. It's a gift. It is truly a gift right now. But the ones who missed out, you got a very special gift. Those of you who got it, you have a challenge. It is a gift though too. Because if you could be successful, make the right moves, bro, and not let it get the best of you, keep your focus where it needs to be, stick to the plan, not veer off of it. Don't let success lead you into a ditch. My goodness, my brother, that's a gift. Do you see what I'm saying? So I hope you recognize it, because it's just wrapped up right now. That's all. But I've seen this one before. I've shaken the box. I know it. And again, so have you. So I hope you're ready. So yeah, I could have made that its own Philo, but that's just the intro, boys. So, where should we begin? Proverbs 26:2. And then Home Builders, that's the second round. I watched them all go up, even Lowe's, Home Depot, Nail, they're all running. And then High Ticker's almost fully gassed right now. A lot of healthcare, biotechs, and then those home builders. Proverbs 26:2. Are you ready for this one? As the bird by wandering, as the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. That's what I want you to hear today. As the bird by wandering, as the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. Do you know what that means? Do you want to know what I'm going to talk about today? I've already told you, man. I'm going to talk about blessings and curse. That's why I said, are you going to let missing out or hitting it bless you or curse you? But here's the deal. This is insane. So we're going to talk about it a little bit, bro. But dude, my mind is just going crazy right now. I want to get into the etymology. I want to get into the main thing. There's so much. But it's very simple. Let me start with this stuff you know. Do you know you cannot curse what is blessed? Make no mistake. Really, actually. Straight up, no weapon formed shall prosper. You could make a weapon, you could try it, it will not work. I promise you. You cannot curse what is blessed. This is a principle of the kingdom. I'm just telling you, that's just how it works. It's just, it is what it is. You got the blessing, dog, you got the blessing. You cannot curse what has been blessed. It just does not work like that. Okay? But here is the deal. There is a fine print. There really, really is. Because he said, no weapon formed to cast down all imaginations. Yeah, bro. You cannot curse anything that has been blessed. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. This must remain in your mind. Do you understand? This is all conditional on the stability of your mind. Yeah, 100%. Cast down imaginations. Bro, it's all in your mind. That's where this starts from. Let me explain it, and this is what I'm going to tell you. Well, let me get to the etymology. Do you know what the bird is? Right, he says the bird and the swallow. We were just talking about him. So, think about it. Have you ever seen, do birds just fly up to you for no reason? Usually a bird fly to you, there's a cause. That's what he's saying, without cause. A bird just doesn't land on you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So, do you know what the bird is? In this case, these are your thoughts. So the birds are your thoughts now, right? Now hear me. As the bird by wandering, as the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. Do you get it? My brother, only you could bring down a curse upon yourself. That's it. Nobody else, nothing else, that's all. And it's all, again, in your thoughts. That's what it's saying. These thoughts, you could get a thought of a curse, but if you actually entertain it, that's the only way. He's saying a curse doesn't just come out of nowhere. It is actually formulated by a mind. Do you understand? Where is a curse without a mind? You need a mind to have a curse. You need a mind to entertain the curse. Oh, I hope they hear me. So we'll go back. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You cannot curse what is blessed, right? Again, that is conditional on your mind. See, this is why. You want to know what one of the main points of this is? I gave you a warning on this not too long ago. But sadly, this relates 1,000%. This is a warning against all superstitious people. My brother, if you are superstitious, you are flirting with cursing yourself. Does that make sense? Think about it. You're like, every time, this, and then this. If I don't do this, then this is going to happen. You are literally entertaining something that could impact you in your mind. You are voiding the contract of no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Hey, yo, Tesla. Do you get it? You must be solid and stable in your mind to have this protection. That's what God says. That's what the Bible says. You are solid and stable in your mind, and you're thinking about God. And there's not if somebody comes up to you and says, I'm a witch, I'm going to do this. No, that only can affect you if you believe it. It doesn't. Again, I think spirits and shit is real. That's why I believe this stuff. I don't think no one can curse me. What are you telling me? I believe in God. My mind is my God is my Father. You hear me. You guys hear me every day. You know damn well what I believe. Again, my actions, my language, that may not align to at times, just like you too, sinner. But at the end of the day, you know that is the belief. That is in my mind. It has to be. I believe no weapon will prosper. But again, if somebody says, oh, at the times when people have gotten me to doubt, that has been the time where the blessings fade. You know why? Because I let it into my mind. 100%. Y'all don't feel me, bro. The more susceptible you are to superstition, the more susceptible you will be to a curse. It's very simple. That's why Sermon on the Mount, he said, be not doubtful in the mind. You know, in Greek, the translation, this is the etymology, that it literally is the same translation as superstition. Doubtful of mind. Go look up Greek. It's crazy. I hope you get it. My brother, your mind and you dwelling with God in your mind is the most powerful thing ever. A stable mind. You're asking me what I believe and what I feel. It's in writing for centuries. I'm very stable in it. I love it. I know again, he says no weapon. I see the world. I believe it. I will not open the door of my mind to the curse. It is ineffectual. You give your power to people if you're superstitious. You realize that? Oh, think about it. Every time God told you, be not doubtful, no weapon formed against you, you cannot curse what is blessed. And someone telling you 333 on the clock is going to make, come on. Again, I don't think it has power. It has power if you entertain the thought in your mind. You're like, I sinned. I got to get rid of all of this stuff. Every time I sin, it's bad. Do you get it? It is in your mind, bro. This superstition that doesn't make you stable. It does not. That is not a mind fixed on God. Again, that's why Paul always, again, with even eating the food for the altars or for the fake gods, and he would say, listen, if you know that person thinks it matters for their sake, you refuse it. But he says, I could eat it. I'll do whatever I want. It doesn't matter. It has no power. My God is the living God. My God is the God they make fun of because they can't make fun of, and they're scared of everything else. Right? How come they all, you know what I'm talking about. Do you see? That's why he said, I could do whatever I want. I could eat your food. I don't care if you give it to your fake idol. That has superstition to you. It means nothing to me. It has zero power. Again, I will try to respect you, and I will try not to make my brother stumble. It has zero power over me. What are you talking about? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Do you understand that? That is real. It is real, but that is all in your head. If you cannot really believe in your head, no weapon shall prosper, then what are you saying? My brothers, hear me. Why do you think I've even been telling y'all lately too, bro? This ain't about me. You don't need me. You need God. You need Jesus. The blood of Jesus is already paid for everything. I'm not mincing words. I'm giving him the glory. Make no mistake. And I'm telling all of you to seek him. Don't seek me. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? You know why? Because I want you safe. You don't get protection following Josh, dude. The fuck are you saying? Josh still says F word. So there you go. But beyond many things, there's nothing. I give you no protection. You know that, right? My God does. Only God. But that's between you and him. Oh, I hope you feel me. Do you get what I'm saying? For real. Look. Look at all the crazy shit we have just accomplished. In the matter of a few months, bro, I ain't do shit. I've been yelling God this whole time. I've even been laughing my ass to just doing this all. Oh, God. I hope it baffles your mind. It does. It baffles mine too. It's the same thing, though. That's the point. I didn't do anything. It's God. All of you have access to it. I am not here to be anything, to be a middleman or none of that crap. You get God directly. You don't need a man. You don't need anybody. Anybody teaching you about God and not telling you you can't go straight to the plug is a liar. I hope you feel me. And this is why I'm telling you this, though. Because you need the protection, but it's between you and him. Has to be real. And I need it in your mind. I want you magnifying and with God in the same relationship that I had the ability to have too. You can have it as well. And I want you to. You know why? So that this resonates with you in the same way. And so your mind is fixed on this. So that you get the same benefit. Because you cannot curse a man whose mind is fixed on God. But the key is that the mind is fixed on God. Not on another man, not on another person, not on an index, not on a girl, a pretty face. No. Do you hear me? It's not even in your long term. You cannot curse a man who is fixed on God. But the key is that your mind must be fixed on it. So I'm saying, bro, y'all got a defense and a weapon y'all haven't been using. Why? And y'all taking a beating. Why? Why? Why let these things enter your mind when the same God, bro, I'm telling you the same thing he told me for you, all of us. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. He didn't put for Josh answers only. That's a broad statement, dog. Come on. Do you get it? I'm telling you. Your mind. Bro, nothing will land on you without cause. And your mind will allow and control a lot of it. You keep your mind fixed on God, nothing gonna do. I'm telling you. Dude, I've lived in the same 6 months as you. This shit has been a shit show. I've not been 1 ounce of bothered. Again, not 1 ounce of danger. The danger was real. Again, my mind is on something else. What is your mind on? Why wouldn't you strengthen your defense? If you could. And here's the big part. Are you ready? This is what I hate. You need to defend your mind, bro. I need your mind fixed on God. Because you will become impenetrable. You have to know the source. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But this is why, and I don't like. I've been calling this out too, bro. You know what I don't want? My people in the spiral, bro. Don't you hate it? I hate that. I hate watching people go through it. There's nothing, and I rejoice. Anytime I could help somebody get out of a spiral, I love it. And I hope the demons get mad. You know? Because bro, the spiral, you make one mistake, and then, you know what I'm saying? Then one lead to another, and then you just never could get out of it, right? Come on, whether it's money, whether it's drugs, girls, sex, alcohol, anything, bro. Oh, somebody feel me. Yeah, bro. Superstition. That is what keeps the spiral going, sadly. Hate to break it to you. That's the fucked up part about it. No, for real, the death spiral, whatever it is, because sometimes it's small, bro. I've been there. You know, that's the thing, bro. And especially my tough guys out there. You know, maybe you're like me and you could handle a lot. Oh, but one of these days, bro, you might even spiral off the small thing. Because that's how it be. You get what I'm saying? You can handle everything, and then you just go and say the wrong thing one day and feel bad about it. But then you get superstitious about it, and then spiral. My brother, the deeper, tell me I'm wrong. The deeper you're in the superstition, the deeper the spiral. Come on, tell me I'm wrong. Go, someone tell me you're in a deep spiral and tell me you ain't superstitious. Go look at the text messages you sent to people. You probably sent them a superstitious message. No? Come on. You picked out a lucky set of boxers this morning. And now you sad. You're like, I don't know why. And now my day was I picked out the box. Fix your mind on God. Stop looking at the numbers. Stop looking at the calendar. All that shit, dude. Stop looking at my language. Start focusing. Superstition. This is all the stronghold of your mind. Oh, dude, I hope y'all feel me. Again, you're getting susceptible to giving up your power. That's what I'm telling you, bro. You are a very powerful individual. You have a lot at your disposal. I genuinely, in reality, believe that no weapon formed against you will prosper. But the prerequisite is that you are in mind with God. You must. So why give that away? And like I said, bro, end this. I'm telling you, the spiral. The moment you believe the promise of what you're already forgiven. He has plans of good, not for bad, man. My Father, he does not give his children snakes. Stop it. Believe that, bro. And I know the world, you're going to wake up and guess what? Nothing's going to change when you go to bed and wake up after feeling that. You know that? Think about it again. And keep thinking about it. And keep thinking about it. And when you get a flat tire and then you can't pay the other bill, keep thinking about it and watch what ends up happening. Think about anything but the superstition, big dog. And watch. Focus your mind on God. If your mind is fixed there, you will be impenetrable. Otherwise, you will be susceptible to the spiral. Because that's what the spiral does. It says you didn't meet this. Oh, you keep failing. Nope, God, you might as well give up. You go and then you're throwing in little reasons of why it should have worked. Or why. And then it gives you fake, false evidence. Remember, false noise? And then, boom. That's why I said some of y'all, you might be surprised. You'll be like, it's quiet. Yeah, there's just less false noise. Embrace it. So, Chatadonia, you're blessed, dude, for real. And all of us have gotten a blessing recently. Even to witness it, bro. We got the market, all of it. But where you go from here, how you handle yourself, how this leads into your future from today on. Isn't that crazy? This little segment might change your investing for the rest of your life. For real. You're either going to waste time here or you're not. You're either going to have a story of how you made so much money and got egotistical and lost it all, or you're going to have a story of making a lot and then that's how you learned your career. Oh, come on, baby. So, Chad, next time you are tempted to think superstition, just pray. Just think God, dude. But I need you to understand. Do you believe? I told you, it's you and God, bro. And to God be the glory. Every word that's ever came out of my mouth, bro. Honestly, even the bad ones, bro. I want to take credit because my God is so good. I'm like, he won't even, but God, bro. And give him the glory. But I need, bro. Do you believe? No, for real. Do you believe that no weapon formed against you shall prosper? Do you really believe? If you do, fix God in your mind and let it be known. And if that's the case, bro, this is a different conversation. Do you understand, bro? I said, Chad, we only need a few. I know y'all are very powerful. I've been saying this. This is not for no reason. I believe this. I said I want to be surrounded. Remember I told you the other day, I said, you go. This is why I need you to not rely on man. I'm not trying to give you a bait and switch and, I don't want, give God the glory. And I can't wait for the day that all of us seek the Lord wholeheartedly, individually, and we all come back together and put together what he told. And again, imagine, I'm telling you, you are surrounded then. I want real belief, because if you're telling me you really believe, that means no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And that's why I want everybody, you're either for or against. You know why? Because if you ain't getting you're getting squashed. Do you know that? That's the other part of it. I'm sorry. Because I love people. And I have a lot of love in my heart, but make no mistake. He says you will make a footstool out of your enemies. You will step, literally. That's big in my mind too. You know that? I believe it's real. Some of y'all aren't. Bro, do you not realize? I would say I don't even know the percentage. Some people have to just sit here to watch us, Chad. You know that? Oh, y'all don't feel me. Amen. And it's not me. I take no credit. Jesus Christ died on the cross for your sins. Give him the glory. I did nothing. I'm so ridiculous, it should highlight that it's all God. I'm such a weird trip, it should highlight to you that, all right, man, yeah, maybe there is some. Stop it. Some of you, I believe God put you here with no other purpose, just to hate and watch. You know why? Because that's what it says has to happen too. It didn't say you gonna be at a table with your friends. It said you're gonna be at a table of enemies and they gotta watch you eat. Enemies are a footstool. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Do you believe? And guess what? Remember what I told you. But believe is what? A stable, fixed mind on God. You tell me God, you believe it needs fixed on God. No superstition, no nothing, just God. The next time y'all want God. Oh, look at the clock. God. Oh, wow, this is God. The color God. That's it. Fixed. I look forward to the day. I really do. That's what I'm saying, child. What does this place look like when all of us are fixed on God? Come on, bro. What are we saying? What does this look like? What does the world look like? What does the Chad look like? Oh my goodness. You have to believe it. That's what I'm saying. You know how many people walking around, no weapon formed against me, but like deep down, you scared. That's what I'm saying, bro. I used to be afraid of the whole, that's what I'm saying, bro. The whole enemies watching me, stepping on enemies. I used to think that was egotistical prick shit. Yeah. Oh, I was like, no, I'm fake humble, right? Yeah. Y'all don't feel me, bro. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I wouldn't even really believe like that. You see what I'm saying? I'd nod along and be like, yeah, that's a metaphor. No, it's literally. Do you believe? Make it real in your heart, bro. Empty your heart, surrender it, yield it, empty it all out. So all you got left is the belief. But you have to really believe it, bro. We're going to talk, is it Christ consciousness? Think, you guys, do you really believe he's your father? Like, actually, I am so delusional right now, you have no idea. But the funniest part is, I think you could all see the stability. But Chad, this is it. You need it. You need it. That's what the belief is. What's the good of it, bro? Nah, for real, bro. He ain't put us here this lukewarm. You see what I'm saying? What are we talking about? You don't like what you're hearing? You like lukewarm. Oh, come on. Yeah, so Chad, I'm praying for all of you, man. But at the same time, remember what I told you. Remember what I just told you, bro. You're not waiting for heaven. Heaven is waiting for you. You remember that? They're just waiting for you to put down everything. Just get this world, dog. That's what I'm saying. Those cute little thoughts, those cute little doubts. Oh, but this, but that. They're waiting for you, bro. To just put it down and believe and fix in your mind who you really are, bro. You are God's child. What are you telling me? You're not waiting for heaven, bro. They're waiting for you. And the minute you realize this in your mind and fix on it, bro, you're gonna, again, no weapon, you're gonna realize no weapon formed against you. It's literally, it makes sense. It's not just a phrase. It's not you don't have a weird guilt feeling if you're like, I will step on my enemies. They will be a foot. No, that's what it is, though. That's what God is. So, do you hear it? But Chad, they're waiting for you, bro. Dude, they're waiting for you. Magnify it in your mind. It's all there, bro. A strong, stable mind fixed on the Lord. Stable, stability. Whew! Like I said, though, man. Just think. In that day, bro, when we all come together. If we all did this individually. See what I'm saying? Just like our long terms. What happens if everybody in here is long term? We're going to own America. At least our portion of it. Wow. That's just paper. Imagine. Oh, come on. So, Chad, I love you all, man. And I look forward to the future. And I hope you know your future is valuable. So you better lock that down. You better start valuing it, baby. I'm going to take that one to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open.
Inside this flesh, that when you grow in maturity, when you grow with God, you start to hate the flesh because you feel like, man, this thing, it frustrates me all the time. Like, dang it, you thought about that again? Dang it, you doing that again? Dang it, you talking like that again?
Yeah.
Like, when will you grow out of this?
It's a coat, baby. Yeah. Hey, listen up. I won't say this shit again. You don't really love yourself. The flesh ain't your friend. I done seen the best band. Best friends turn pretend. A little wind could change the trend. A little air could mean the end. I ain't doing shrooms. Life already tripped me out. Thinking about the little things and how it made me different now. Little bit of scripture bring me problems and they brought me out. Fearing about the future, only time you fear of missing out. Past ain't the present, but we say that it's a gift. That's ironic, that's like calling for murder to bring the peace. I heard that you don't agree. You heard it but didn't see. You learned it but wasn't free. The news a monopoly. Apart from these parting seas, my partner, please don't pardon me. I'm on the love for all my bras. I fucking love you, kill them all. Save a 10 of every dollar. Think the future, not tomorrow. What you do, not who you are, but how you move set you apart. Demons keep on knocking, but like Powell, I'm gonna close the door. People keep on talking, I just really wish they listen more. Born alone, die alone, don't care if you don't like me, bro. Enough of being core, I know you know there's more than just the world. Love what I create, so it don't matter if you hate. You can learn a lot in life, but you'll never know the day. Karma or a judgment, either way we meet in fate. And they say revenge is sweet, but at least we eatin' steak. Lord bless the me. No, I ain't been meek enough. Sometimes I ain't been speaking up. My eyes would lie when seeking them. I died 100 times, but I'm alive, is why I'm preaching them. I know it's by design, but I can't lie. I feel I'm free to love. Forgive me if I overshare, but why the hell you over here? I move my people over there. Been around the world and I seen lots, but I ain't seen it fair. The ones that's always listening, the same ones saying they don't care. Nah.
Just close the door. Close the door.
Plays a Boogie song next? That's crazy. We're back. Hello, Chattadonia. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Hey, I'm Dizzle. Didn't they do this last time? I swear it dumped and then just gapped up the next day on one of the events. But Chad, we are back. We are back. The last song is Flesh by Uncle Answers. But yeah, what time is it? 11:19. Yeah. Oh, wait till you hear the new uncle. There's even newer uncle. Pizza. Shake my State Farm. How you living, baby? Good afternoon, man. Finger to the sky. Amen. Amen. It's a good day. Unless, I don't know, I was going to say unless you're in LA, but I don't know how it is there. But yeah, man, how y'all living? This is a good time. You have any off topics? This is the time. I'll show you. I have some. So I didn't watch this. I was in the bathroom, but El Coyote tagged me on this. So a Democrat got removed.
Senator Alex Padilla,
Senator?
I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your heads off.
For some odd reason, that looked like Elon. It sounded and looked like Elon.
A half a dozen.
I feel like this is what happens if you took the ketamine from me. You just give me my ketamine.
Heads off.
Wow.
Many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing
So much scuffling.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla.
This feels like a weird like pillow fight. You know what I'm
The
saying?
fact
Like
of the
it just
matter
so like
is,
it
a
looks
half a
so
dozen
violent
violent criminals
and there's so
that
much
you're rotating
physical
on your-
interaction, but just nothing is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did it felt so like just so much grabbing and back and forth with it.
I have questions for the secretary.
Sorry, I'm fascinated by that. And then this one, I watched half of this. I think I could play it, but this is actually pretty fast. I've never seen this. Look at this one.
We're in the Bolshevik War right now, bro.
Tesla.
And right now, what's coming up is
I had that
all
one
the
play. It went
pride
up
stuff is going to be okay. So I had this woman come on my podcast. Her name's Mel K. She goes, "I've been talking to some people in the intelligence, and they go, this gay pride stuff is going away, and the next thing you're going to see are immigration riots." This is going to be right around the next election. So, hand to God, we do this episode. Next day, Starbucks is like, we're banning all the pride stuff. And now you start seeing these they're putting little breadcrumbs out, man. Little breadcrumbs. Oh, I saw this one thing in Chicago. Oh, yeah, illegal immigrants are upset about where they're staying. And these illegal immigrants who speak no English are holding up perfectly written English signs saying we're tired of how we're being treated. And now you're starting to see this over and over again. Eric, so everyone's always like when all these Republican governors are like sending these immigrants all over the country, everyone's like, yeah, you're showing those Democrats. Bro, they're moving assets. I know it sounds crazy, but that is 100%
What do you mean they're moving assets? What do you mean?
Dude, these guys coming into the country, bro, have you seen them? A lot of them are Chinese, and a lot of them are military-age people.
Too.
And I'm telling you, they're moving.
I don't know.
This is what's
you guys
going to be
are all
right
tripping
around
out. Who is this
2024
dude?
election.
I feel like I've heard the name,
Immigration
but
riots, people going nuts.
I guess I'm not ahead of my conspiracy
Listen
game.
to this, and you'll start seeing all the little breadcrumbs. I'm telling you, that's what they want you to think.
You're buying it.
Oh, I thought
They're
I was
moving
you're the puppet.
assets, bro.
You're the puppet.
They're moving assets.
What do you mean, like military people?
Dude, study the Bolshevik War. It is happening in real time. 100%.
I have heard that, though. I've heard a lot of people.
I just wanted to get that out to everybody because I'm trying to warn
Bolsheviks.
people. This is what's next.
Interesting. Very interesting. Tesla flusherooning. But yeah, what else we got? Any other questions? Now is your time. So feel free if you would like to. Otherwise, you don't have to. You don't have to. He's a comedian. He's out there mentally. What does that mean? Is he like dumb or just he likes conspiracies? Tesla. Oh yeah, those plays got clapped. The other one too, I'm mad I just didn't sell the 200%er one. But I think Tesla's gonna do it. Again, the one sentiment one, I told you. The one I do. It's okay. Don't worry. He's drowning in conspiracies. Oh. Either way. I was like, that was good. I was going pee listening to the tweets you guys tagged me in. And then market coming down. We've been oddly pinned at not the high, at the middle ground. Even though we've had all of the things. The Intel guy answered, but he didn't, I played him before on stream, really? I was going to say the name sounds familiar, but I'm not as familiar as you guys know him. Any weekend plans? Well, no, it's not a long weekend, is it? No, probably chilling. I got a lot of property stuff, and then we're still getting this HOA details from the lady, but then I have another one that I got to go check out. I might even go see it today, so that might change my weekend. Nvidia will stop including China in its forecast amid U.S. export controls. That's weird. Why is CNN the first place to drop that? Tesla got murdered. Again, AMD as well, but I don't know where the legacy autos are. Yeah, they went up. Very, very odd, actually. But then they were already clobbered. Tesla, just sentiment. Again, I think it flipped. Trump did say the comments, but I think the second part, it may have just been the other auto tariffs. Other than that, just fatigue. Like I'm saying, I think most of everything all leading into Wednesday. That's why, too, I got time. You're curious how far I went on my plays this morning? I wouldn't be curious. So, I don't know. The Elon and Moon badges, you guys always keep asking. I think you guys are new, so you think I'll do it, but yeah. So, I'm not going to answer that, man. Fannie Mae Home Path Property. I want to say yes, but I don't think so. Sounds familiar. I've worked on a deal before. I think we've helped somebody with them before, but I don't think I've done it personally, like purchased one. Wait, what? Wait, your girlfriend? Are you serious? Wait, what? Bro, are you for real? That happened, like your girlfriend? Well, what? I will pray for you, man. I hope you're okay. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. No way. Oh, coin, then the spy. Well, there you go. I mean, coin, didn't they say they're gonna have an announcement? And then Google down detector at Google Cloud. Just got the call. No way, bro. I'm so sorry. That's so sad. Yeah, man, shoot me an email with the details of that if you would like. But yeah, prayers up, bro. That's probably one of the hardest. I don't even know. I can't even put it into words, bro. I'm very, very sorry. Keep your head up as always, no matter what. But yeah, that's tough, dude. I'm seeing nothing. I mean, that was just again, we've done this all day. Ironically, you're holding that equal weight zone, but I think you might get moves if it's gonna be it's gonna be off of like something bad or fear. Attack Iran, but Tehran defiantly vowed to increase output of some other headline. You are getting a headline on it, so yeah, literally. If any, it's just all these headlines related to Israel. Yeah, man, that's a trip. I'm very sad. We'll pray, bro. You know, and that's another thing of life. Copilot, is that Google? But there's Google down detector, 9,000 of them. I think Fannie Mae will negotiate on price. I think they will negotiate, but I think they can negotiate on the loan too. But I wouldn't expect like a lot off. You know, bank-owned properties, they could do it too. So, like, bank-owned properties, sometimes they will negotiate. But like I said, I don't really know. NVIDIA will stop, including China. That CNN headline's hitting again. Yeah, AMD just popped. And then Booz Allen on the high. Booz Allen kind of moving. Yeah, that's a big one on AMD. It's $1. Yeah, nothing in big tech land. NVIDIA didn't move off the China one. AMD Altman news. Oracle and AMD to collaborate to help customers deliver breakthrough for large-scale AI genetic workloads. Yeah. That's what it is. And then Sam Altman. Oh yeah, he's on stage.
Codex to go off and do some like work for you autonomously over minutes or hours. It's like pretty remarkable.
It's pretty
yeah,
remarkable.
I mean, I think the key point that you said is really enterprises are seeing lots and lots of value. You know, I think the other thing that's been amazing is, man, I mean, the rate and pace of what you guys are putting out, it seems like every week.
Could have been like a rich little fatty. He could have had like 10 hot girlfriends and like been like a little fat Dan Bilzerian of crypto. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I'm going to be a vegan. Try to gamble news like Josh, but with stolen funds.
I mean, like theoretically at some point,
1000x level. And then again, ignore Bitcoin while we own the biggest exchange.
AI compute. And maybe we're going to get there.
Yes, no, that's definitely true. Look, we have been honored. Really, we've
bro, I have more
really
respect
appreciate
for
the
paint
partnership.
you, dude.
Can you just
Something
tell us
is
a little bit
wrong
about,
with
how
you.
that's evolved and
Yeah.
sort of like how we can do more for you?
It's been amazing working with you all, obviously, and
give that man some
we're
cobalt.
already running some work on the 300X, but the MI450 series, I think, and the work we've been able to do there is you've worked on that over the last couple of years, and we're very grateful for this Darian.
Build-A-Bear.
Hopefully, will be a good representative for what the industry as a whole needs.
Isn't Build-A-Bear
but we
at
are
52 week
extremely
highs though?
excited
Yeah.
for MI450.
I don't know
The
why
memory
it's
architecture is
popping.
great for inference. I believe it can be an incredible option for training as well. And when you first started telling me what you were thinking about for the specs, I was like, there's no way. That just sounds totally crazy. That's too big. But it's really been so exciting to see you all get close to delivery on this. And I think it's going to be an amazing thing.
Well, first of all, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that very much. One of the things that really sticks in my mind is when we sat down with your engineers, they were like, whatever you do,
I don't know,
just give
bro.
us lots and lots of flexibility.
I feel like
because things
I could
change
write it.
so much.
It's like a
and,
tragic
you know,
story.
Really that
like
framework
it's like a Disney
of working
movie,
together has
kind
been
of, just
phenomenal.
obvious, well, kind of.
Now, you know, Sam, look, this is a moment here where we have lots of folks.
Don't get
in AI
offended if
wanting
you're a
to
liberal
know, like,
and
you know,
this
what's
doesn't
next.
apply to
So,
you.
help us
But
with
there's
big
a
picture. Like, what do you
corner
see
of
in the future? You know,
liberalism,
perspective on
and it's like
where things go.
It's
you
like
know,
the stories
how
like
do
where the
workloads
person
evolve,
tries to
what
get
happens with, you know,
the
quote-unquote
holy
AGI,
grail,
and
then they
really,
get it, and
you know,
then
how
it
do
turns
we
them
as
insane.
AMD and we as
you know what I'm
the
talking
computing
about?
industry kind of help enable all
Because I
that
feel like
for you.
Sam, I think that you just get when all you focus on is power as a liberal, then they get it. They just start getting crazy, and then they're like, I could do anything.
We had a bunch of other
And then they do
still,
it.
you know,
And then they do not have the
era,
protection
just by a
because
little
their
bit.
mind is focused on the
And
false power. Tell me, it's like a movie. You
Now
know what
as
I'm
we
talking
sort
about?
of like halfway mark of
It's
the
like
decade,
going for the
it's
healing
really been
pool,
remarkable progress
and then they go for the
from,
healing
you
pool,
know,
but
not
then
even
they're
the
like,
GPT
no,
model
and then they're greedy,
to,
and then it ends up killing them.
GPT
No?
4.5 and 03, these models that really feel smart and helpful and can give these sort of, you know, real utility experiences where people would look at this if they could go back in time and say that feels almost impossible. Like if you went back
That's
to
all
2020,
humans, though?
said by halfway through the decade,
Yeah,
we're going to
100%.
be at this system
But I
that you
think
can
there's
talk to,
a
and it's really
there's a
smart.
different
It's like a
element
smart person
where,
can do work for you.
like I'm saying, bro, this
I think
guy
we're
was
gonna
just
maintain the
like
same rate of progress, rate of improvement
just
in these
paying
models
off
for the
everybody
second half
in the
of decade as we
government.
did
Like,
for
I
the
don't know if
first.
you're aware.
I wasn't so sure about that a couple of years ago when new research things to figure out.
I don't
But
know if
now
you
it looks
know,
like
but he
we'll be
was
able
one
to
of
deliver on that. So
Biden's
look
biggest
forward
donors. Like, you could
2030
actually blame
and
him
the systems that we can
for
have.
your inflation if you
These
really
systems will
wanted
be
to.
capable of remarkable
But
stuff.
yeah,
novel scientific discovery, running extremely complex functions throughout society, and things that we just couldn't even
bro,
imagine.
Build-A-Bear's
possible
killing
before. To get there, to be able to deliver on this.
Yeah, it
it's
hasn't
really
faded the
gonna take,
auction results, but look,
you know, these are huge.
we were
systems
already
now,
up prior.
Very complex
So
engineering
it did
projects,
fade most
very
of it.
complex research.
But yeah, it is
and
actually
to keep
like
on this
green
curve
still.
of scaling. We've got to work together across research, engineering, hardware, how we're going to deliver these systems and products. And this has gotten quite complex. But if we can do on that, if we can deliver on that, if we can drive this collaboration across the whole industry, we will keep this curve going. And so we're tremendously excited about the work that we're doing with AMD and what you all are going to deliver to, we'll keep delivering great models.
Sam, I can say that.
Yeah, but that's a
we
see.
really,
I think
really
I get what you're
appreciate
saying.
work
The
with
power,
AI.
but like
you guys push us. You guys push us
the
hard.
difference, I think
but
liberalism.
At the end of the day, we all want to deliver that vision. So Thank you so much for
liberalism,
being
they
here.
want
Thank
power.
you very much for having me.
They're like
Thank you
really
for the partnership.
big on like
See ya.
telling you what to do.
Thank you.
And like controlling you. I don't know if you've realized it yet. Or if you're a liberal, maybe you realize
All
you
right,
enjoy
so
that shit.
as you can tell, we are super excited about what MI400.
Right, nice. But then what do Republicans do? Theirs is greed. That's usually what gets them. So it's not really power. They just care about fucking money. And then they get the money, and then before you know it, they're like, money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. You know? Like, liberals don't care. That's what I'm saying. Liberals will lose they will blow up everything as long as they could tell you what to do. Right? And then a Republican will literally light the world on fire as long as he gets paid. Ta-da! I could make a movie. I'm telling you, we need to do the fundraising, but I'm saying we got movies, bro. We got movies. I'm just saying, politically, socially relevant. Yeah, GME, that looks insane. Like, for a stock that's traded as much as it is, that looks fucking crazy. This looks like they just went bankrupt and got bought out. We could agree both suck. Yeah, I mean, I think it serves, maybe God just put all of that in front of you so that you learn what to not be. And just be careful of both sides. Be careful of the power. Be careful of trying to dictate and control too many things and people. And, don't let good intentions lead you down a road of not making real changes. And vice versa. Be careful of the greed. And like I was saying, some of y'all, you have a very nice view now. Wait till you start getting money. Shit. Wait till some of y'all paid a lot in taxes. Or wait till other things. And then again, wait till you get motivated. Or like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, it's, again, Sam Bankman offered me $200,000 just to do what everybody else was doing. So, you got to think there's at those times. So you got markers to watch out for. Good luck and welcome to the game. Is the internet, is it going crazy? Because it might be. Because the Google usually doesn't go down first. But then we're still fucking on YouTube right now. If I just say like Jesus 5 times, follow it up with like Trump, and then like another crime a Democrat committed, it'll cut off. But I don't know why it's still up with down detector. Yeah, everything. Everything's knifing. Oh, it's probably Iran. Oh, Google, even Cloudflare's fucking down. AWS, Snapchat. Chad, if I leave, just know I love you. Okay? I love you. They tested it on OpenAI first. Yeah, everything's going to MLB TV. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I'm going to miss the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. No. Oh, no. What's phasmophobia? Do I want to click on this? I want to click on it. Fuck. See, this is why I bought a MacBook at one point in my life. You know that? Because I want to click on it. What the fuck is phasmophobia, dude? That's it, man. My dad thought that was a political ideology. I said, no, Dad, it's a video game, apparently. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Nintendo, that's it? All right, Clover. Game. One of your favorite ghost hunting games? No way. How am I not in the know? I didn't know. Dude, phasmophobia may have introduced me into a cult. Look, that's the first thing I see when I Google it. Wow. Amazing. Amen. Yeah, until down detector itself goes down, I'm not buying it. Oh, it did actually kick out 200 of you right now. It actually kicked out 500. It'll adjust. But yeah. One of us. One of us. You hate that game. Wow. And now both sides. I've never heard of it in my life. I thought it was about to be like, I was like, oh, fuck, this again. I literally wrote it. Ah, fuck, this again. Dude, are you ready? Bro, I was watching a show with my girl, and then a character showed up in the movie, or in the show, and my girl was like, I'm not doing this. And she fucking turns it off. And I'm like, what? I didn't even mind. I was like, yo, I'm trying to like follow the plot. And then she's like, no. She's like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, what? AI-based server in 2027? Hearing Google got hacked? Well, everything is down right now. Down detector, I might even be down for crying out. But how am I live? So this is why I hate Google. You mean to tell me when Google is actually hacked, we run perfectly? And then when Google is running perfectly, it be kicking out everybody every other day? Like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. No, like literally. It's because the people who have to focus on banning me, it's either the algo went down or they have other shit to do. Who tried to bribe me? No one tried to bribe me. I just got offers to promote FTX. And then, what was the other one? Was it BlockFi? And then all of the little crypto gambling places. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of money offers, but I never took them. You know, the way some people are rude though, I should have taken them. You know, they should have gotten an FTX account. You know, that was some of the audacity they have to talk smack. You know, but you know, what God's plan, I guess. Void G, that's IPO is still down. And Shopify now. Shopify loses money, right? Bitcoin dumping. What if they hacked Bitcoin? Oh, they got hacked Bitcoin? What? No, not yet. Not yet. It's still down. Down detector is still, like, it's going up even higher. So yeah, it's still peaking out, bro. Pokemon's down. Google Maps is down. Cursor's down. Shopify's down. It says YouTube is down. On YouTube going down? I made a lot of comments on YouTube. Google Maps isn't down. Not for you yet. Somewhere. 850 reports. Spotify's the most. So 40,000 people have reported outages on Spotify. 15,000 on Google Cloud. That's gone up 5,000 in the last like 20 minutes. Discord 11,000. So yeah, and then Google itself has 10,000 now. I mean, this is so easy, you guys. Just write a letter to your senator or something. Be like, stop Donald Trump from taking away my internet. His fault. And his policies, and then they chose caviar over kids. Because we ignored everything for 5 years. Duh! Kamala would cut everyone's internet so we could give it to the Congo. And she'd be like, it will help them have faster internet. I'm like, it doesn't work like that, Kamala. She's like, no, it's okay, it does. I'm like, what? And she's like, if we don't use it, I'm like, you got to build infrastructure, Kamala. I know. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. And then she'll pass her $10 trillion deficit. And then Democrats would call me racist for disagreeing with it. And then I would get banned on YouTube. Like, you guys are kidding me. Mm-hmm. Well, the stock market still works. It's honestly not. I think it's what? The most amount is Spotify. And then Google Cloud, 15,000 down. I mean, it's a big, big world. Discord has a lot of reports, yes. Yum on the high. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Yum hasn't moved. That's actually kind of weird. Because if Pizza got a buyout offer, I'm surprised nobody else in the space went up. Oh, nice. And then I got HOA docs. Boom. Big bad better. No, I just, you know what I hate? I hate all of the corny Democratic words. And I don't know why. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, some of y'all don't realize how dumb they make you look. Because I hate it. Like, bro, you got a taco. He's a chicken. It's ugly. Ugly Bill. Taco, chicken. Taco. No, just like very like, they say words that I haven't like really heard. You know, like, I don't know, like cartoon words that you don't really, like, it's, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not... It's like very cartoony. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, taco, chicken, chicken, big ugly bill. Warner bondholders failed to prevent cooperation limits from taking effect. WBD. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I was like, well, hey guys. You lost me forever. We're definitely not, I definitely do not feel, I can't connect. I'm not connecting in the same way. Taco. Y'all know that's what goes through my head every time, right? So if you say it, I'm like, taco, chicken. And then I picture Harry Sisson standing behind you, like smiling and cheering. And I'm like, oh God, taco. All right. Here are the HOA docs. Let me know if you have any questions. If this document contains any restrictions based on race, color, religion, discredit fair housing laws. All right, nice. This looks so old. Oh, what? What? This is batshit insane. Bro, why is KB Homes the homeowner? What? This makes no sense. I'm asking lending tips to verify this. No, but that's weird. Because one, it's this property size. It's weird that that it has a HOA, but then why is it owned by a builder? It's sketch incorrect, or they just probably wanted to build back in the day and never did. Or maybe they want to, they're maybe in the future. Okay, well, I'm reading through this. U.S. Department announces new auto tariff offset process. Watch Tesla and any of the other autos. Outline for tariff offset applies exclusively to U.S. assembled autos. I'm sorry, I'm reading a fucking HOA document like a government bill. 24 pages. Give me a sec. Here, maybe I should play some propaganda. No propaganda? Come on, tell them to be worried about Trump or something.
The new therapies, which is something BioNTech is expanding, so clearly that's a good acquisition for them. What we're seeing is that the reaction for BioNTech wasn't that big. It was about 2.5%. Now it's flat. But CureVac had a great day. It was up 40%. Now it's 30-something.
It helps to be the target, right?
Exactly. And obviously the company after COVID didn't get the same type of boost as most vaccine makers that were approved. So that's a much needed relief there.
What?
M&A. Usually it's M&A Monday, but it's Thursday and we're getting some news.
Yeah, maybe, a little slow to the gate.
Maybe. Hey, Oracle, also on your radar today.
Yes, another big winner. The ticker is ORCL, soared to record high, and it's based on a 70% projected gain in cloud, a 20% year to date. So you can see how one day move really changed the picture for the stock. The company has been gaining traction in its effort to become a major player in cloud computing. And it's kind of an interesting niche in the AI boom. It's just like renting out computing power and storage, and it has struck very important partnership. First, it has the OpenAI partnership, the Stargate. It also has a partnership with Amazon. It has a partnership with Meta Platforms, with Elon Musk XAI. So clearly, a lot of optimism. The company had quite a few difficult months.
This is good.
But that cloud computing business is definitely adding a big boost, and the stock is up 20% year to date.
I love this. I feel like coming off of that Cisco event that we did in San Diego, we talked so much about, Cisco historically networking, routers, but really infrastructure.
Cloudflare did go down,
and
though,
they
but that was
seem
one of,
to
but
be
so did Google Cloud.
Firing on
There's
a
more
lot of
reports on
cylinders
Google
when it comes
Cloud.
to the AI infrastructure bill.
Yeah, and here you have Oracle CEO saying that Oracle could become one of the world's largest cloud infrastructure companies. Remaining performance obligations reaching.
All right, you ready for this? So the property, your HOA, you get voting. You get a vote for every acre. That's good. Because if I get these 2 lots, I'll get a shit ton of votes on the HOA. So realistically, we just got to convince our 4 neighbors probably. Or whoever has... Ooh, you got to pay $200 per lot. Then $8 per acre per year. Well, no, because like I'm saying, if I don't know how many people are in there, but this is a fat piece of land. So that's good, though, because like if we buy this big-ass land, it does come with a voting right on the HOA. Like you get more. But then again, I'm only on page 5 or page 6.
That Mario or is buying
National Fuel Gas, Tegna, which owns local TV stations, Calavo, which grows avocados, Mission Produce, and a few others. Those are the names. There's a lot there.
Look, and he's so fun in that sense, and he often can kind of jump from one catalyst to the other. But again, some areas here that we haven't really heard. Usually we hear with media stocks, avocados was a new one.
He's like, defense is going to be a big deal. And then, of course, you got 7% growth in the avocado business. I'm like, defense companies are buying avocado companies? Like, no, you got to keep up. I can't keep up with Mario, so we're going to recap it so we can keep up.
By the way, then Mike Novogratz said we are in a weak dollar, in a dollar bear market. Does not think those trends are over anytime soon either. That was interesting.
So there's that. Thanks for watching.
And closing bell starts right now.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Welcome to Closing Bell. I'm Scott Wagner, live from Post 9 here at the New York Stock Exchange. This make or break hour begins with stocks chasing new highs. Whether we'll get there, and then, more importantly, what might happen next. We'll ask our experts over this final stretch, including J.P. Morgan's Dubravko Lakos. They'll join us momentarily. Here is the scorecard with 60 to go in regulation on this Thursday. Stocks trying to pick up a bit as the day has progressed, have some optimism over trade and perhaps coming rate cuts too, playing a role in all of that. Tech, it's the best sector today. Microsoft hitting yet another new high. NVIDIA and Apple green as well. And there's Oracle surging after its earnings report today. We'll tell you more about that 14% move, why it is happening so large today a little bit later. And we do have another IPO going gangbusters. Chime.
Scott.
Ellen, you say there is a bull case for stocks, but it's plausible, not probable. Why?
Yeah, of course. Well, I think that April 8th started a new bull market, right? Up 20%. And I think markets are going to struggle for a narrative to hang on to here. I don't think we're past the trade uncertainty. I don't think we've gotten any more certainty, period, on anything, whether how much inflation is still to come, labor market weakness is still to come, uncertainty over whether the Fed will cut this year or not. And so I just don't think there's a whole lot to drive that bull market narrative further.
You also think the bar is high?
Yeah, I think it's high because, I mean, when you look at what plunged us into the bear market territory on a closing basis, not for the S&P, but at least on an intraday basis, we can use that as a metric. But, it was the fact that we did have tariffs on basically everyone in the world, but also many sectors. But the second aspect of that was because they were so aggressive in nature. So we've dialed back the aggression, but you still have the tariff aspect. And now the market has to figure out how to price in something akin to maybe a 15% effective tariff rate, which I know that can change in 10 minutes. But as of now, you're looking at a double-digit tariff rate that is still pretty restrictive for many U.S. companies. So I think the bar is high because of that, but also because with the rebound that you've seen since the April 8th lows, the S&P 500's forward PE and many valuation metrics in addition to that have basically come back to cycle and all-time highs. So there's just a little bit less juice to squeeze out of that multiple expansion fruit.
Okay, I had the investor Brad Birchner of Altimeter on halftime earlier today.
Coinbase,
he said not time
futures.
to hedge. He said time to get much more bullish, and he listed the reasons. I want you to watch this. We'll react on the other side.
I didn't think that was that big.
We have the AI super cycle. We've seen a re-acceleration
Coinbase
in both the top line and the earnings. Oracle
by
reported
offering
last
it with
night
Amex.
blockbuster numbers.
That's big.
80% of the S&P that reported.
So now
beat.
your Amex.
The Mag 7
if you have an
and
Amex,
accelerated.
you get free
and so
Coinbase
I think
Pro.
that so long as the government does these things that I describe, I think the economy's ready to cook. We have these rate cuts coming in the back half of the year. So I think that's the potential trifecta for this economy. An incredible pro-growth administration that is landing the plane on tariffs, that is landing the plane on the reconciliation bill, and we have rate cuts ahead. That caused us to get a lot more bullish at the beginning of May. We remain so today.
Why is that wrong, Ellen?
Look, I don't. For the reasons he listed, right? If all of those things come true, and he caveated it as well, then you are looking at a bull market that continue. I'm just much more comfortable in an entry point at 5,500 than I am at 6,000 plus.
But don't you think the things that he said are likely to come true?
You can't
that
fix
you
cars
on
the property.
The president's going to declare
there is a
victory
clause
on
noxious or offensive trade or activity.
Point. And tariffs are
they're really
never
cool
going
on
to
building.
be what they originally
said
were
as long as
when
it
they were
meets,
dialed back
it looks
and started
like the
this
other
whole
properties
move. We're
you
going to get
can build.
the
It does need approval.
BBB, the big beautiful bill.
You can't leave anything unbuilt. It has to be a minimum 1,200 square feet.
Is it enough to convince global investors that they can pull term premium down at the long end of the yield curve? Those are big ifs. Now, I do think there are some really interesting things here. I am a big bull on AI and coming productivity from
Amex,
AI.
Coinbase,
I am still
card.
very, very optimistic around defense and incorporating AI
it's a
and tech
separate
defense.
card.
And with the One Big
Now
Beautiful Bill, what I'm most excited about are the investment incentives in it. Because I think as we roll into 2026, a narrative that I like
so
is
now
that the
you could have
second
Amex
derivative
for
on
travel.
growth,
You now
GDP
have for
growth,
all the
is not
crypto
going to be
people.
driven by the consumer.
I think that's
it's
more
driven
bullish
by
for Amex.
infrastructure.
I think the other, and somewhat tied to that, the other big if that exists here is the labor market. If the labor market remains intact, then you don't see some of these cracks start to widen in the second half of the year. Even this morning, relatively stable jobless claims figure, but the continuing jobless claims number made another new cycle high. So that differential is just telling you that the rehiring rate is still really low. And it's not giving you any sort of Armageddon signal for the economy that you're starting to see some kind of spike in layoffs. But I think that coupled with now relatively restrictive immigration policy and the fact that we probably can't bake into any economic forecast just the assumption that you're going to get, at least some sort of stable growth in the foreign-born labor population here. If that's not going to be the case moving forward, then you have downward pressure on labor force growth. And at its most basic level, the economic growth, the economy as it's growing is a function of productivity growth and labor force growth. So you need that productivity piece to really pick up and expand a lot more. And so I think that's why, to Ellen's point, going into 26, if that infrastructure spend and sort of productivity story is going to really expand, I think that's great and maybe plugs the gap from the labor perspective. But I think that labor becomes an ever more important part of the puzzle.
What happens, Ellen, if the tariffs and the current trade situation doesn't add to inflation like the greatest fears were at the beginning of all this? Because there's really no evidence that it's going to yet.
Well, we do have evidence. I would argue against that. And it goes more than just the surveys of businesses saying, no, I am passing it on, and your Walmarts of the world saying, I am passing it on. We are still working through an inventory glut of all that front loading and building inventories ahead of the tariffs. So I don't think we should be complacent that maybe because we haven't seen it yet, it's just not coming. But your question is a good one to ask. What if we're wrong, right? How often are economists wrong? And if we're wrong, then you have sort of a 2019 scenario where we thought it was the end of the world, this trade dispute with China, and it turns out that Chinese manufacturers just absorbed much more of the costs than expected, and we weren't in the inflation problem that we were. Now that brings the Fed back into the picture, right? So what does the Fed do? The Fed, I do believe, is going to cut rates. Yes, there's a question as whether they get it in before the end of the year or not, but is it a Fed cutting rates to come to the rescue of a failing economy, or is it Fed just doing moderate adjustments because we need to recalibrate policy?
Well,
I think the best outcome would be the latter.
Of course. I mean, the president obviously has been making his case pretty consistently, did again today. Let's listen to the president urging Chair Powell once again. If you want to use urging, maybe it's stronger words from the president. He wants rate cuts.
If we would lower the interest rates by 1 point, we'd pay about 1 point less.
I forgot about
That's
that. He told you all exactly what we talked about.
$1 billion
Greer
a year.
says
But I'm not
export
gonna
controls
file
aren't the things
we
you
want to get rid
negotiate.
of inflation, and we have. But we're going to be paying more for debt. And all he has to do is lower it. Europe's done 10 lowerings. We've done none.
Here to discuss with our panel, senior economics reporter Steve Leisman. What'd you make of that today, Steve?
I think his math is good. I think he's right. It's kind of an interesting trade-off, something I wrote about a month ago or 3 weeks ago, which was this idea that if the Fed, if tariffs are keeping the Fed from cutting rates, then maybe the president ought to rethink the tariffs because rates could be lower. I'm just not sure that the president has the right dynamic as to how the bond market would react.
Yeah,
if you look,
bro,
for example,
we could
the
break
2-10
off.
spread, Scott, it's been quite a bit steeper. It's 45, 46 basis points right now. So the short end, it seems to me, is anticipating what Ellen was talking about, which is readjustment over time of, say, 50 basis points lower. That's why you're in the 3.94% range. but the 10-year remains above 430. It's been as high, kind of running around 450. So that to me suggests that the 10-year, which, by the way, Scott, as you know, when the bond market wants to express an opinion about what the Fed ought to do, it is not shy about doing so. And it is not screaming. So I would worry, Scott, at this point that if the Fed were to lower rates now, you would have the concern or additional concern about inflation work its way into the 10-year. I think this idea of the Fed of taking its time, hey, does it show up?
There's been a lot of them that just pop.
Let's take a look at June, take a look at July, and then we can cut rates down the road, especially because from all indications, Scott, the economy seems to be doing okay, and it's hard to look any particular place in the economy and say, oh, we need rate cuts because of that.
NVO premiums, the shitty ones are going up.
It's, why not now? If you're going to cut in September, why not, Steve, just do it at the next meeting, and then you can explain yourself at Jackson Hole as you look to the fall?
Because you're still concerned. Look, I think people's conception of time is kind of interesting to me. He just put the tariffs on and took them off in April, and we're just now getting inflation data from May. As one of your guests pointed out, there's a whole...
I think we could break off from the HOA. I might be misreading it. It's either you need 2/3 of approval from the HOA, and they'll just let you leave, or... if you own 20% of the subject, then you could call for a vote and you need 2/3 to vote you out. That's amazing. So there is a way out. And then, yeah, it's not that bad, honestly. The architectural committee, it all just depends. We can't do anything for land. Greer, I just met with Vietnam on the 90-day pause. Were it as a deadline? We are it as a deadline. We're treating it as a deadline, I'm assuming. Yeah, you got Greer comments on Vietnam. Check Nike and even the SPY. That could devalue their land. Yeah, it could. I like it. To us, servant of Christ, baby. Finger to the sky. Many, many more years to go. Long term. All right, man. High ticker's making a lot, but let me free the chat.
Feel
I'm
like
going to go to the bathroom.
But
I'm
no,
call LT.
I absolutely agree with Steve.
He didn't read it,
the market is not expecting nor thinks the Fed should cut 1 full percentage point here in short order. And I think it's pretty rich to blame the debt on the Fed. The Fed is a price taker here, or that the Fed would help, do the government a solid by dropping interest rates. The debt is a congressional problem. It is not a Fed problem.
I think, the other thing to think about in terms of a full percentage point cut in the Fed funds rate, I mean, you could go back in history and just look at the times they're cutting in that aggressive of a manner. I mean, that's when they're responding to some sort of dire economic situation. I think there are sectors that definitely feel as if they need lower rates. Housing is certainly one of them in terms of the restrictiveness that you have for new buyers stepping into that market. But also a rate cut is not going to unlock more housing supply necessarily. Actually might have the opposite effect in some cases for home prices. So I think that's
I wasn't asking you, by the way, to react necessarily to the full point. To me, that's not the point.
Yep.
The point is, should they cut now, whether it's 25, 50, or whatever, not by the amount that the president threw out there? That's almost irrelevant.
I think at this point, though, you do start to talk about not just a 25 basis point cut. You would need to, because the Fed has been on hold for a little bit longer and they've been mentioning the things that have been keeping them on hold, I think to signal a cut is to signal many cuts, or at least give some kind of path as to where they're going and how they're thinking about this. Because to me, I wonder if you agree, Ellen, the last thing I think this Fed wants is to just do an on again, off again. We'll just go meeting by meeting, and maybe we'll just keep the market and everyone on their toes because we have no idea. I think that this Fed and the language that you're hearing, especially from Raphael Bostic recently, talking about how this process of making tariffs, delaying, putting them on, maybe raising them, maybe cutting them, that in and of itself could be inflationary. So there's still a lot of hesitation that they have in setting policy.
Yeah, the Fed operates under the law of inertia. So once they get going, they keep going. And the thought that 1, 2, or a third cut here or there is something that's going to change the course of the economic outcome, economic outlook, it just doesn't happen. They're patient, nothing's falling apart here, and they want to be sure that when they start, they can keep going.
Well, let me ask you this then. They were late getting going with their rate hikes. You don't think that changed the economic outcome by being as late as they were and then being forced to react, to come back at you on what you said a little bit?
No, I don't, and here's why. So why is it that we were calling for a soft landing since March of 2022, even through 75 basis point increases where people thought the world was falling apart because we were very insensitive to interest rate increases. The household balance sheet is locked in at a low fixed rate. So the Fed could go far and fast. What does that also mean? It means that they may have to cut more than they think in order to stimulate the economy if the economy gets into trouble. And that's one reason why when they do finally start to cut, they're likely to keep going. But I don't think they have to be there yet. And we'll hear from Chair Powell next week on that.
Chair Powell doesn't, Steve, want the president's criticism of being too late, Powell, to come to fruition. I mean, they do have to be mindful of that as well. They don't want to repeat the mistakes at the end that they did at the beginning.
I don't think that Chair Powell cares two bits about President Trump's criticism, I would just offer. I think the question for the Fed is one about, look, it has this one tool essentially, which is the overnight rate. And it tries to control the out here 10-year rate. So it wants to be very careful not to lose touch with that 10-year. If it goes the wrong way, the Fed has to bring the 10-year and the 5-year to a lesser extent along with it where it goes to really influence the economy. In that, we don't have immediately. Remember, Scott, it's been the market's belief in weakness in the employment side that has been the thing that has really caused probabilities of rate cuts to surge. And that's really come off quite a bit as the job market has really not shown substantial weakness, although it's just shown some softening. So I think the idea of what the Fed's responsibility here, which is to make sure it maintains a connection to the market factors that really will influence the economy, suggests that prudence makes sense. All of that said, the president may end up being right here, but not for the guy right now who's running the Federal Reserve and the board itself.
Makes it all the more interesting. Steve, thank you for joining us. That's Steve Leisman. Now let's bring in Truist's Keith Lerner. Morgan Stanley's Ellen Zettner and Schwab's Kevin Gordon, of course, are still with us. It's good to have you join the conversation, Keith. I almost feel like the Bulls, like Brad Gerstner, are back to their playbook that they thought was going to work at the beginning of the year. It just got delayed, not denied. It's counting on rate cuts. We think we're going to get some this year. Taxes, we think we're going to get this big, beautiful bill in some form or fashion. Tariffs aren't going to be nearly what they were on April the 2nd. You're going to get M&A. You're going to get IPOs. The IPOs that have come out in the last week have been gangbusters, as we said. What's wrong with that story?
Well, hey, Scott, great to be with you. I don't think much is wrong with that story. I mean, I heard the discussion before. I think the biggest risk is that now you have some more good news priced in because of valuations. But I will also say, I think right now, earlier this year, the only focus was on the big T of tariffs. And really what we've seen now is that the former T, the technology side, the AI revolution has come back front and center. And I think that's the biggest upside for this market. We're overweight tech. We still think there's upside. And the big picture for tech that's important is that we're only about 1% above where we were last July. So the bullish side is that you really have been consolidating the tech sector, the biggest part of this market, for about a year, and it's poised to break out. And if it does, it will bring the rest of this market up with it. But again, I think that's probably more of a narrow market again, which may be frustrating for some, where growth outperforms and takes that baton again. And regardless of what happens with the Fed or the interest rate side, I think tech and the AI side and communication services are in a point of leadership that should likely continue.
That's why you upgraded growth to attractive just today. It's one of the reasons we wanted you to come on now and talk about that. That you're a big believer that there's been a reigniting of that trade, and it's a powerful force now behind it yet again.
That's right. We've been overweight communication services, which is a AI derivative, all year long. Last week we upgraded technology, and if you overweight those two sectors, those are the two biggest sectors within the growth sector. So they go hand in hand. And really what stands out to me is earlier this year, we saw earning trends for the overall market started to come down. They have inflected higher. the main driver of that is, again, tech and communication services. We're not seeing that same follow through from mid caps or small caps. Now, maybe we will if some of those animal spirits come back later in the year. That's part of the reason why we've seen a little bit of catch up. But ultimately, the main theme of this bull market still seems to be AI. And if we are going to move higher, which I think we eventually will break out of this range, I think the growth sector, technology, communication services will remain leadership.
I mean, Ellen, these companies are essentially telling you that what Brad Gerstner describes as an AI supercycle is not slowing down anytime soon.
Nope.
We're just returning from San Francisco. AWS spent $25 billion in a couple of days on data center. Meta, $15 billion invested in something else. And there's so much optimism still around where those dollars are being spent and the kind of return on investment that these companies are going to get.
The income has been strong and really steady. But I think what's important here is
because of that.
Yeah, well, look, Kevin, myself, all the guests that we've heard from have said we are bullish on AI and the productivity that comes from that. But I think what's so important that we just heard from Keith was narrow. The bullishness is narrow, and it's narrow around AI and tech. So that's why I say I'm not comfortable with 6,000 as an entry point on S&P. I'd be more comfortable with 5,500 because it's not being driven broadly. It's not being driven broadly. And there's not a broad narrative. The narrative is narrow. And so we're still in a stock picking universe here. We're still in a universe where, and I don't think it's a pipe dream to think that an AI boom is coming. We've been very bullish on AI. And you talk to these guys and the income stream is just very steady. GDP, data centers contributed more than a full percentage point to GDP in the first quarter. In the One Big Beautiful Bill, some of those infrastructure incentives are specifically intended for data center build-outs. It's a global race for AI, and we have to be sure that the U.S. is first.
Don't argue with the partner you brought to the dance. Take them to the dance floor. I mean, if it is narrow, so be it. As long as you're in the right stocks.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
just
exactly, to emphasize the narrow point. I mean, even if you just look at the Mag 7, there is a more than 40 percentage point performance spread year to date between Meta and Apple. Two stocks that are in the same group, being the Mag 7, different sectors, communication services for Meta and tech for Apple. But even within a group like that, you've got this massive dispersion. And that doesn't even factor in names like Tesla and Microsoft, which have also gone opposite directions. So, yes, as a group, if you want to track it as a group and track those three sectors, communication services, consumer discretionary, and then tech,
I like
you can
the
look at their
HOA
earnings.
documents. So I called LT. He gave me bad news. So now, guess what I found out too? We have to get a whole different funding. I tell him all this shit, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I have bad news." I'm like, "What?" And then it's not bad news. He just has to work more. I don't have to do shit because I'm the buyer. It's just more work for the loan guy. But you have to do we have to get a whole new loan, or we have to get two separate loans because the property's so fucking big. No, but you can't. There's a limit on acreage for certain loans. I did not fucking know that. I've thought of right when I think I've seen it all. I didn't know that. You know that? They will say no if it's too big. I'm like, what do you mean? They said they will only loan up to 10 acres. I'm like, why do you give a fuck? It has a house. Come on, it's a nice house, Habibi. Come, very nice, beautiful. But yeah, so that's fine though. That's the shit, LT. That's for you guys who do the work, you know? That's way more work because it's pretty much you have to do two separate loans. But the costs are the same, right? Because closing cost fees, it's all dependent on the money. So if I take $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 million, even if you split it up into two loans, the fees are still exactly the same because it's off the purchase amount, right? But you have to just do all of the work. So thanks, LT. But other than that, there is the architecture. So I told him, tell the lady we'll go up in price because we lowballed them, and then they didn't get mad. They came back. They're really old school. We came in like a couple $100,000 below. They lowered it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna play the meet halfway at the halfway till we both get what we want. But I just told her, say, listen, we'll come up. They have to pay closing costs because I need to use the long term, and I don't. And that's what you guys do. I hope you're learning. Do you get what I'm doing right now? So think about it. What is that? Warner Bros. Bond. We already had that one. It didn't react, but that is coming out double. But yeah, that's what you guys should probably do on your first house as well. Or if you are in a position where you're like, okay, I have this much in the long term, but I need this, or I have enough for the down payment, right? Because in this case, like I'm telling you, your long term, how much money you have just determines what you're going to qualify for beyond income, and then if it already pays for itself or not, the rental qualified income. So it's like this property, if I went cheaper, I wouldn't need to do any of this. But in this case, it's a good deal. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend. It's actually way out of budget. It's not, to be honest with you, I did not want to buy this at all. I did not think I would buy anything of this amount for this purpose, for this dollar amount, but it's a good deal. That's why I'm like, all right. So, and then we have the long term. I would have liked to not use the long term, but now, even with this, because the budget, if I could pay for the down payment, I could pay for the fees, but the closing costs start to stretch it a little bit more. And that's where I'm like, well, if I get them to pay for the closing costs, everything works. So that's where I'm going to pretty much insist that they pay the closing costs. That way we might even get to keep some in the long term. And then after that, it's just, I'm going to ask for, I want examples on just, if they can, on what they approved or didn't from the architecture. And then we're going to give them just like a broad plan idea of what we would want. Because I told them, I was like, we don't want to buy it if we can't build. If I can't build, I'm not buying. So yeah, we're going to see. Finally buying the cult compound. No, but I'm just going to use the long term. I might make it a cult compound, but anytime I tell you guys something, y'all take it and we'll stretch it and then bug me about it. So I just stopped saying yes to anything, you know. That's why someone asked me for the area. I told them another area. I was going to give you guys a good area, and I said I'll tell you guys in like a month. And now they ask me every day, so now I have to tell you in a quarter. So, but it could be a cult compound for sure. It's a ranch. But like I'm saying, it's a good deal. It's a good deal, but it's not that good of a deal. That's what I was just telling LT, because I'm like, well, look, I let this thing go to market and sit. You know that, right? The other one wasn't on market, and that hit the market. That one still hasn't sold. This one was already on the market, and it's sitting there. That's what I told him. So I was like, look, I think it's a really good deal, and that's why he was telling me maybe because of the funding on the acreage, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody would want to, it's harder to get financing for it. So that's why I was like, all right, well, look, it's been another week. Nobody's bought it. So everybody's fucking greedy. So what does that mean? Would be cool to watch the long-term growth from scratch. I mean, what have you been watching so far, brother? You know what I'm saying? So this is the plan. This is why I have to do it. I didn't want to do this. But again, I see where your guys' head is at. If I don't do this, none of you are going to do it. I know it. Damn what, you got to do it yourself. I see it. I smell it. I see it, and then you won't learn this until it's too late. No? I'm going to tell you, take that money, go buy a house, become a millionaire. And then you're going to be like, I think I can make more. And then it's going to go down. And then you're going to have to wait a couple years. And then you're going to be like, oh, I should have done it. Right? And then you'll get the opportunity again. So, yeah, we have to, unfortunately. I'm going to keep the small account, you know. But even then, I still want to get rid of this one and turn it to a property. But you have watched 5 years already, brother, from scratch. So, what, you know what I'm saying? So but I'm telling you, you guys, at least those of you who are wise and want to become a millionaire, and if you are not a millionaire and you grew up in a situation like I did, this is how we're going to get millions of dollars, okay? Anything else, feel free to listen to it, but it doesn't offer the same. And like I'm saying, it is borderline. We've grown enough. 5 years, solid commitment, solid history, solid income on paper, even just through your long-term alone. Time to use it. But again, make it be a good deal. I'm not willing to just buy anything. And like I'm saying, I think I've stumbled one the other week, and it wasn't a good deal. I said no. And then, yeah, same here. And now again. But that's why, too, even in this case, though, the fact this property hasn't been pending in 10 days, I kind of don't, I doubt that it's as good of a deal as I thought. Because it does make me think a little harder. Because I'm like, everyone's greedy. They would have bought it already. But I like. Damn, someone just top ticked the NVOs. In 2020, your dad begged you to get a house for $900K at 2%. Wow. Yeah, bro. Your dad knew, bro. Amen. But yeah, no, you don't remember? I told you guys. I swear to you. I was showing you the long term, and I was even telling you, I was like, I'm never gonna sell this. I don't need to. Like, I really don't. That's why I'm like, nah. And then just day after day, everybody was just like, they were being hella weird with it, and I was watching the chads with the property, you know? Like, it's there, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And that's why it clicked. I saw the realization like I did with everything else. And I was like, dude, you guys are just, you're not going to do it. If you don't watch it and if you don't see it, I already know. Because a lot of you did it without me having to show you. But again, I don't think people realize it. And then the way when the market goes up and starts ripping, you guys don't want to let go. But I'm telling you, let go for something amazing. And that's the real diamond. But that's why I was like, you know, man, I said it. I literally said it for a month. I was like, dude, anytime, if this wasn't for YouTube shit, bro, and like, this is me being real with you. If this wasn't some YouTube shit, bro, anytime these accounts go up, I'm always thinking house. I'm ready to go. I shop and I fucking dump it and I turn it to a crib just like I did with the Bitcoin. Stop playing with me. Like, I'm telling you. So and I was saying it month after month, week after week, when every time we go higher. And then we have this big dump, and I saw people even emotionally going with the product. I was like, man. So, and then that's where I realized. That is where I realized. So, yeah. That's why we have to, bro. You asked me 4 years ago, should I liquidate for a house? Best choice ever. Oh, yeah. See, but this is the thing, though. Motherfuckers hear that, and then they go and make a bad decision and try to live in that. You know, because I've seen people like, oh, yeah, I sell home, I buy an expensive one. No. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to show you guys what the fuck to do. I will show you exactly what is going to happen. And we'll still have the small account if you like the visual shit. But nah, man, the goal is to make a shit ton of millionaires and owners. Again, you see it, bro. And y'all have seen what has already been done and been accomplished. But you don't fall for the trap, bro. Get a fucking crib. This is what you are growing for. And then, too, those houses are going to turn into stocks. Make no mistake. You're one-sided right now. You know what I'm saying? And make no mistakes. This is what's going to fund your stocks down the road too. But you have to learn to play it and play it to your advantage and find the deals and move up safely. This is how we're going from couple hundred, couple thousand a month. Then it's 6 figures. Before you know it, now we're going to be pushing 7 figures. Turn it into something. We're going to get our profit there, move it back. You play the game, bro. So, yeah, I am excited. But then again, I'm not forcing it. We'll see. But this one, I told her I'm willing to go up in price. But I need more info if I could build. Because I do think it is there. You're trying to flaunt it? No, I don't think you are. Edge is talking shit. I used to ban Ed all the... I wanted to ban Ed like 3 times today. That's actually funny. I banned him in the Twitch. Ed likes to ask me the same question on Twitch, but now he doesn't ask me the same one. But then he is coming after you. But then you've also fucked with people in the chat too. That's why I didn't ban any of you or say anything. I let the irony work its way out. MP. Yo, my player. What the fuck is that? MP, bro. Alright. Oh, it only gave me 1! Oh, that's gonna hit. I snaked it and it only gave me 1. Oh, fuck. Usually when it does that, I don't know. Is it a buyout? It has to be, bro. MP, that's huge. Absolutely huge. That was dumb. I didn't even get... Oh, dude. It's gonna go. Oh, they did it twice. Bro, I snaked it fucking twice. And it wouldn't fucking give me all of them. Alright, well, I didn't spend that much. I tried to. But it wouldn't let me. So there, I'm fine with that, though. Ever taught? Nah, man. Don't dig yourself a hole. See? Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. See? Because then y'all try to, like, defend yourselves, and then you lie, and then it makes it worse. You were the good one. The other homie was going after you. But, yeah. That's like when I tell people, I'm like, hey, you were doing this in the chat. And they say, no, I wasn't. I'm like, all right, bro. I know. What is the news on that? That's too big. That's why I even put on the stream. I don't know what it is, but that's too big not to be nothing. Trump advisors see MP as recipient of funding. Okay. Well, Mark usually likes it. Silver climbing. All right. I have no idea what that is. The plays are all up on the vid. I haven't made them free, but I only spent like $20. They only filled me on both of them, and I put in for multiple. So yeah, the spy puts from earlier. What spy puts? For houses that are expensive, are they harder to rent out? Yes. Not like it all depends on the area, but the higher the mortgage, the harder to cash flow. And especially with interest rates where they are now. But yeah, you do have to think about that. We still don't know what that is, do we? I can't believe it only gave me fucking 2 of them. Yeah, MP is recipient of funding. Well, nice. right, well, let me go to the bathroom. But yeah, dude, we only have 20 minutes left. So yeah, and I freed the chat already, so forgive me for all the off topics. All right, I'll BRB. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Code News on Twitter.
That's bullish, because he's not going to put his foot all the way to the floor, because they learned their lesson one time already. The taxes are going to get done. You're finally going to get M&A. And have you seen what's happening with the IPO market? It's going crazy, the ones that have listed in the last week or so. Now, the sample size is obviously small, but that would just tell you there's a lot of pent-up demand that's going to come to this market. And then, oh, by the way, the Fed's going to cut also. If there's even a sniff of labor market unravel, they're going to come to the rescue too. So it's hard to be bearish in that environment.
I would not be bearish, but I do think there will be, various pockets of volatility that we'll have to digest in the coming period, and thus I would probably be then looking for that weakness to then reload back into the market, given that we've had already such a strong run. So our conviction level at the market right now here, I wouldn't say is that high. Where I would be actually placing the conviction is really more in the long-short momentum trade, which we have also been sort of pushing quite heavily, and that is basically staying long the broader AI complex, the big tech complex, data center complex. That's the area that we think continues to outperform on a relative basis.
That's the thing. Like, if that does outperform, then that theoretically takes the S&P 500 into uncharted territory, correct? So that's reason enough, if you're in the right stocks and leaning in the right area, to think that 6,000 looks light on the S&P if that trade continues to work, even if some other areas don't.
I agree with that, but again, as I mentioned earlier, I think we need to be very open to the fact that we could take a payroll hit at some point in the coming months. And so let's say if early July you get a negative NFP, I do think that the market could go through a short-term growth scare, and you could have a relatively easy sort of flush unwind, and then I would most likely look to lean against that and make another sort of upside case for the market.
And you don't think we already had that, right? Because I feel like we already went through one of these growth scares already, and then we realized, wow, you know what? The economy's more resilient than we thought, again. The consumer is more resilient than we thought, again. And earnings turned out to be way better than we thought they'd be, again.
Yes, we did. We did have a pretty, I would say, big shock that we basically faced. I don't think we're going to face anything similar in terms of magnitude, but nonetheless, given that things have sort of run up and have the potential to keep running up in the course of the next week or two, I do think you probably want to sort of take a slightly more conservative view as you go into July, and then look to sort of replay the bullish thesis a bit later on. So that's why I would sort of make a little bit more of this like range-bound call around the 6,000 level.
Mm-hmm. Looks to me like you're on your back at HQ or one of the offices on the trading floor, but you were at the quantitative conference that JP Morgan was having, which was all about AI, right? Mm-hmm. So this was right front and center for you in terms of where the action remains.
I mean, no, this completely reinforces the theme for us. Yes, we're literally in the midst of our JP Morgan Research Quant AI conference. AI LLM is really at the center in terms of the topic.
Bro, this is what I was saying earlier when homeboy asked me about the stops. I was like, bro, that's why I was yelling it. Dude, on some of these, when they really hit, the market maker just steals my order. Like, no exaggeration. They did it twice. So on that, there was two options. They were both, I got one of them each at 10 cents a pop. They were the cheapest fucking ones they glitched, bro. And I put in an order for 100 on each of them. It gave me one. I think I got 5 on the other with a little bit of time. But yeah, bro. It did it twice. That's why I was like, bro, anytime they steal it from me, it goes. That's like a robbery, though. Like, literally, I snake it. Every option runs. We get the right one. They fill me on one, but they don't give me the whole quantity. Because if it's usually they'll fill the whole quantity because it's a fucking dumbass computer. That's exactly why. Oh, duh. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm still riding that one. They've hit. Those are literally $1 now. 10 cents to $1 on that one. Fucking scammers. I'm gonna try to sell it. Because I got another set, but that's so effing whack. Those little scammers. No, I was quick. I did it twice. They did it twice. That's why you guys got to be careful. When it's all said and done, just get a long term. Because if you're really right, they will just take it from you. And they'll let you get your bag. But, yeah, just, at the end of the day, it's still a odd game. What would be a valid reason to take out a loan against the long term? Ding, ding, ding. No valid reasons for 200. Or no, what is no valid reason? Yeah. So that's kind of what I was just talking about, where I understand. I know what's in your guys' hearts, especially when I want to see the long term grow. You do see it grow, dog. It's been half a decade. Okay, but here's the deal. There's no valid reason to loan against your long term. What you need to find is something valid to buy and sell your long term. Don't we say property though? Do you see how you're trying to bend the rules? That is the problem, my brother. So, yeah, be careful. That's what I'm saying. Why not just sell the long term and buy a house? Do you see what you're trying to do? What are you trying to do? What is it people are trying to do? Well, we only do, this is a 10-minute rig, so any move here at the close. I think that MP one was big enough, and it was warranted by policies. But at the end of the day, it's still, just keep in mind tomorrow you get blue hair data. And even though all the hard data was good this week, you never know. And then, yeah, go from there. Listen to your guy. Listen, anybody, if you are trying to follow up with another question, serious, I need you to be like a human being right now. And I need you to come in touch, okay? Listen to the vibration music in the background. You know what I'm saying, dog? What are you trying to do if you, instead of just selling and buying, if you're like, let me loan against my long term to buy another property? What human behavior or characteristic would we call that? What do you think that is? Are you hearing it? Does it sound? Are you able to visualize and see and hear what I'm saying? Yes. There you go. That is the word I had in mind. No, not ignorance. Motherfuckers, you try to be ignorant so that you get less of a punishment. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, G. I didn't know. Yeah, okay. No. We call it greed. Straight up motivation, which isn't bad, but that's why I'm trying to say, learn how to control it and use it in the right way. We're already getting greedy by putting down 10, 20% to get 6 figures. You see what I'm saying? That's already leverage, big dog. That's what I've always said. It's good leverage. It's safe. Dave Ramsey doesn't approve. I do. It's good leverage. It's safe. You could put 20%, 10%, 3%, and they're giving you good money back so you're already turning it into a good liquidity and everything. You see what I'm saying? It's solid, and it's already turning a 1 into a 5, a 1 into a 10. Literally, you're already leveraged. You're already being a greedy prick, whether you realize it or not. That's just the American way. Welcome to real estate. But to go and get more leverage? You're like, guy, what's wrong with you? Where does that come on, bro? Were you not hugged enough as a child? Like, where are you guys trying to do so much? So you want to go more? You want to speed that up? You want to do more? You want to inject more interest, more leverage, more double it up? Again, you say, I want the long term and the house. And let me pay interest to hold both of them. Let me take what I once owned all by myself, and now let me pay another man to not really own both of them. Come on, guys. You know what I'm saying is just straight facts. If Joe Rogan said this would get 50 million views and your life would change. So I don't know what to tell you. You listen! Why do you want to go and pay someone to not own any of them? Papa John's has not engaged with any potential buyer. Given its recent purchasing, it's an opinion. What? After unconfirmed reports that Qatari and Apollo made a bid for the company. BTIG analyst Peter Sala saying a research note. Oh, yeah. Haha. No. Motherfuckers, watch the watch list. Okay. Let's see. They still won't move down, though. That's dumb. You could get a decent one. No. I read it. I thought it was the company, and I was like, okay, that's good. If the company said no, they haven't talked yet, but no. It's an analyst. So it's an analyst saying, yeah. He's just saying that since the company, no one's confirmed it yet, he's just saying it's probably hasn't moved through there yet. You respect your ideas and wanted to be clear. You flipped 8K and then you made money on hymns and bros. I know, but guess what? You won't keep doing that. I promise you. That's it. Let's be real. The bullshit, you won't last as long as I do. With as much money as I do. That's the reality, big dog. There's a song. Y'all thought that stupid shit was working. Huh? Right? It works for a little bit. But to go consistently in big money and to keep it up, my brother, you gotta go the right way. And that way is not gonna work. Let's be real. The leverage, the dumb shit, it works for a little bit. If you hit it, bro, and you go 100 miles an hour, this is what one of the first billionaires ever told me. And you go 100 miles an hour and nobody pulls you over, you're good. But you better, that's it. Doesn't mean you won't get caught the next time, but you better do something with it. But that's not a sustainable way to do business. You can't. So that's what I'm saying. With when I try to keep you guys away from it, when I ban you on that shit, and when I'm trying to discourage you, and I don't understand why you try to encourage others, and you guys defend that to other people, this is my intention where I'm just being real with y'all, that it is not a sustainable method. Because again, look, I've been around here for a long fucking time. I don't know if y'all realize that. And guess I've been rich the whole time too. You notice that? Even richer. So to get to these levels and to maintain that, it doesn't happen to everybody, dude. And guess what? I have remained consistent in this long term, the Bitcoin, all of it. And it's been buy and hold. Real estate. I was telling you guys in 2015 I had the fucking videos. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. It's not going to be buying dumb shit, getting lucky on the pumps and thinking you're going to do that for a decade and make millions of dollars and change your whole family's lives. No, that's not it. So call it whatever you want, a humble flex or not. You guys just have trouble swallowing this reality. And I'm not doing it to flex on you. I've actually never said it this bluntly before till now. I'm saying it to you now so that you guys wise up and use your opportunity today and do something with it and walk away with it. And again, if you want to fuck around with this shit, listen, I don't care. Nobody does. And good luck. I'm not wishing harm upon you. And if you speed, I pray to God you're smart enough to get away with it and never do it again and go the right way, my brother. Amen. I love it if you do that. That's even better. And I hope you do. But I don't care what, like I'm saying, but to the person who's wise enough and you know you don't have enough time to learn this on your own, and you listen, God bless you, and may your wisdom bless you as well for being wise enough to realize what I'm saying isn't an opinion. I'm not saying it to validate myself or anything. It's the truth because it has long been before even I was alive how it's been done. Okay, the shit I talk is way older than me. It's everything I'm saying. And the way it goes down, I believed it. That's what I'm saying. When I was young and I made my mistake, I just believed it and I picked up on this quick. And I have stuck with it. I've made my mistakes. I've sped every now and then as well too. Now I just bought a separate car to speed in. That's my little gambling account. It's a little Pinto. I just do whatever, you know? And you'll figure that out too. But you don't gotta speed and you go, there is the long term. You already know that. And you go the right sustainable way. But like I'm saying, dude, this is the truth. It's before me. It's before all of us. People have done it. It's proven. From the Bible till now, the way of money, bro. I'm telling you, there is a way. There is a way, and there's a language, and it's do you understand it or not? That's what I'm saying. It's just the human flesh makes us foolish, and that's why money is such a weird thing to handle. It really is, truly. You got to respect it too. So that's what I'm talking here, man. I don't know. I hope you hear me. You know, that's what I'm saying. And only a fool. If you think that what I'm saying is me, you're really missing it, dog. Because it's bigger than that. This is a bigger concept. The money and how, again, richest man in Babylon, you know, and please read it, listen, and the earlier you listen and make it real, bro, you'll see. But yeah, long term, you can say that simply. I know, day's almost over. So get ready. I'm about to yell really loud. But dude, we went. No, I swear I've been telling you all about the weekend, or all about SCP, and we didn't move. And this is a weird, weird place. You know what I'm saying? We're in the weird middle. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. But I hope y'all heard that too for future reference, because again, like, yeah. I know, I see the things moving, and there's those opportunities, but, like, even today's Philo, yeah, just don't be foolish, and, like, it's not going to last forever, and that's okay, but just be wise, and I need you to think about your future. There's no way you're going to be involved in this shit this early and not walk away an owner. That's not how you're going to become really rich. That's just the reality. You're not going to tell your kids, I was at the beginning of AI, and I own nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? And I was trading dick pill stocks. That's what you're going to tell them? No, walk away with something sustainable. Buy the land and buy the quality. Oh, I hope they feel me. That's it. Why are you talking about Stream Alert plays in the chat? That's ironic. 1 minute! Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, it's time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Shares, options, futures. Tomorrow you get the blue hair data. Consumer sentiment. 220 individuals from Michigan will tell you how they feel about Donald Trump. So wrap it up. You got less than 8 seconds remaining. 5, 4, new high, 2, 1. Ding 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 ding. Or not. Oh, Chad Adonia. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Stop. Give me that GG. Bro, GG every day. Let's see. The day you stop GG and that you either didn't follow the rules or you didn't let it be sustainable. Good game, baby. The long term. And we made it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for not getting banned. Nah, for real, bro. And thank you for those who listened. And those who didn't, bro. For real. My brother. One day. And we will be here. Remember. Heaven's waiting for you. Good game, Chad. GG, MP, my player!
Cause then everyone got like opinions and thoughts why they don't mean a lot. Man, my money on stats, I can show you the top. Every bottom I pop, both the key and the lock. Don't believe me, just watch my freedom a lot.
I need me to rap. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me less talk.
Hey, man.
I'm different enough. I wish some change.
It's a cop,
the
baby.
Market maker scam me on trades I gon' pay.
2020.
Not bad, bro. Today, did it go up though? Yeah, we went down today.
Yeah.
We went down 0.07.
Different if I was some change. That's a percentage of regular day. Doesn't that hate me some regular shade? Spitting that knowledge from back in the day.
Spitting that knowledge from back in the day.
Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spitting my mad and I broke out the change. They say I'm different if I was some change. That's a percentage of regular day. Doesn't that hate me some regular shade? Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I make 'em feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Picked up my mat and I broke out the change. It lifted me up, I'm holding it down. Pass it around, started with nothing but went for the land. They said I'm crazy, but that was the plan. Mama, she raised me one hell of a man. She said don't get it if you won't get back. I gonna ask you what you did with that. I know he's smiling, but he looking down. They think I'm crazy, but I think they boring. Remember the days that I couldn't afford it, so I got some dollars, I had to go flaunting. No wonder I lost it, but I kept on seeking it, I kept on calling. So now when I'm eating, I'm no longer starving. I shoot like I'm Harden, but pass it like Stockton. Got money like Wall Street, but loving like Gandhi. You could keep your head on grade, I'm chillin'. I ain't hop up in the raid till I say made a play on the building. I can play with your feelings, throw 100 in your face. Everything says digits, 10 to 5 to a 50, but I ain't a magician. But you saw it on the net. Now I'm talking my positions like the video was hitting the quad car switching, made 1,000 off a plane. Watching Facebook, it's like they say I'm different. I fought with some change. That's a percentage of regular day. That's in that hate me some regular shade. Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I make 'em feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spit in my mat and I broke out the chains. They say I'm different, I fought with some change. That's a percentage of regular day. That's in that hate me some regular shade. Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I make 'em feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spit in my mat and I broke out the chains. 60 for growth, 40 for slow. Step in the mode, heavy rest Spotify, I think they go. Higher rim, higher, so I'm buying slow. I don't like if it is below 4. Got me beyond cause it didn't take scrolls. I bought into Disney cause Frozen was dope. It's really that simple, I've done this before. I kept it simple so they thought it's stupid. I'd rather do that cause nothing feel more clueless. They wasting their time trying to decide while I do it. But do what you doing, my talking is fluent. Your talking is stupid. I'm teaching some game but your attitude true it. They judging like Judy, they rate me like booties. They traded like movies but paying to do it. Stay up in your lane, I'm trying not killer. Don't make me get your case, my name ain't Shilla. I can buy this shit for change, watch it change to $1 million. You ain't gotta see my face cause the plays made millions. I ain't do this in a day, but I wasn't that patient. Started with a long turn, hit a play, I take. Every time I bet it out, confident the market take it. Then I played the spot on my arm, then I started banking.
Wow, I lost it all when I went big.
God bless ya.
I got it all when I played it small. Wow. Stop it. Chad, do you feel me? No, stop it. Do you feel me? Good game. Do you feel me, though? Everything, if you were here in the last 30 minutes, bro, and if y'all, like, do you not who has wisdom? Does anybody have ears to hear? If you like wisdom, listen up, bro. Adobe is right there. Yeah, they're good. It's still at the same price from 2023, I think. Yeah. It just won't get out of here. But yeah, bro. Are you ready? Do you not hear all of this? What we just talked about. This is literally casting down imaginations. Do you get it? Do you guys not see it? Like, this is what I mean, and this is why you have to forcefully and directly just stop fucking with this shit. Do you understand me? Because this is all in your head. Everyone is getting so imaginative, and you're letting your mind go from I own something, I just built something, I have this, to let me go and gamble it away and go and pay other people so I could try to get more. Think about it. That is literally your imagination. Again, I'm going to go do this. We're going to gamble. I'm going to be a stripper till I could pay for college. And then I'm going to go to become a pastor. What? Do you get it? That's it, bro. Cast down the imaginations. Just keep it simple and think, again, owner and land. I have a question. How do you stay hungry to push and want more? I did really well with my long-term in property, but I seem to have settled as I am comfortable. My brother, you know the answer. Oh, restoration, did they just wick? Oh, man. Oh. Bleh. You know the answer. I traded off for just a little bit more, right? Amen. Cast down the imaginations. But you know the answer to that question. How do you stay hungry? Oh! I love this one. Easy. There is no finish line, bro. That's it. No, there's no finish line. What are you doing it for, bro? That's it. That is one of the easiest tricks of the devil. That's why. Who said you ain't gonna get anything? Most people get everything they want. So first you have to actually be like, damn, I want this shit. And that most people don't do that, believe it or not. You have to be like, I want this. And I'm gonna get it, and I can get it. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Most people don't do that. But the ones who do it next, once you hit that point, you'll get it. And then you'll get the thing. But then if you put that as your finish line, then yeah. Then you're like, why am I so empty inside? I got it. But now, and then if some people get what they wanted and end up worse because of that. So yeah, there's no finish line. You got to do what you do intrinsically, and because you want to, and it's a good thing, and think beyond yourself. But it does boil down to that. There's no rest. There's no finish line. Once you're okay with that, then you'll start doing what you love, and you'll do it in a way where it's for that. That's it. I operate with no finish line. I don't know why I'm streaming. I know why I'm streaming. I have a goal. But even with a goal and an ambition, it's not as if it changes anything. There's no real finish line, you know? That's why I said I used to say 2030, but I feel bad because I'm like, well, that might fuck you guys up because there is no 2030. There will be, and I think good things happen in 10 years, and that is our main mission in the 10s. But at the end of the day, there's no finish line. And if you aim for something, be careful of setting your aim too low because it will drain you, and you'll think once you achieve it that you actually did something. But yeah, you still got to wake up, and then you'll be like, what? Yeah, isn't it fun? So that's why you got to love life, bro. You got to love God. That's why there's more. Oh, what was it? I was just doing this. Oh, I forgot what it was. Yeah. Argument for desire. Have you heard that? Do you know the argument for desire? My boy C.S. Lewis. I've given you a philo on it. Does anybody know the argument for desire? Let's see. Aim high, but no finish line. So, yeah, man. That's why God. That's why, like, do you realize what I believe in? I believe in eternity. You know that implies no finish line, right? So, yeah. Live it. Yeah. The argument for desire. It's this idea that you're born. Every desire that you have in life can be met. Right? Like, you have a desire to be hungry. There's food on the earth. You have a desire for oxygen. You have it for love, sex. There's humans. It's all there. Right? So why is it that humans desire more? And beyond that, there is that we always, even if we get everything we want, we desire more. And we all, again, from space to God. And that is the argument for desire, which means if the fact that we desire it, it means there is more. Because every desire we already have has literally been met. So this desire for more, we desire more. It just may not be on this earth, but we do desire it. That means it exists. So yeah, C.S. Lewis, argument for desire. Woo! On that note, I'm going to go lift. Because I desire the lift. And the gym is there. You know what I'm saying? So game time, baby. But God bless you. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the world that you live in. But what is in your mind? Woo! So I'll see you tonight. Maybe. We'll see. I'm tired, bro. Yesterday, but then again, I don't think I have anything. Shouldn't. Yeah, I said I might go see this property, but I could also. That's for the weekend. It all depends, bro. Oh, excuse me. Gotta make moves. But we gonna get this workout in. God bless all of you. And don't forget why we're here. Why we keep going. Why that faith, hope, and love ain't ever going out of style. And why no weapon formed against you will. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Oh. Chatadonia. Enjoy your afternoon. Go for a jog, a walk. Jumping jacks. I haven't done jumping jacks, and I can't remember. Last time I did jumping jacks was when the Chad told me to do jumping jacks. So yeah, well, thank you, my friends. You enjoy it. Shout out to Long Term. I'll see you guys in a little bit, God willing. And peace. Yeah, I see you. I see you in a little bit. That's just your birthday parade. You're running a parade for your birthday. Disgraceful. You disgraceful fucking service people. How dare you go to a birthday party? Are you his little pet? Huh? Are you Donald Trump's pet? I don't fucking... Yeah. That's not a nice thing to say, Joe. How dare you? Your hatred of me. You overlooked all of their sacrifices. Wait, that was Gavin. Not Joe. Gavin Newscomb. Yikes. He's been working on the rail for 50 years. I think he's been raising money for a rail for longer than 50 years, longer than he's been alive. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how. It's amazing. He could talk. He could talk good. He's a great talker, actually. I'd hire him. That's how good he is at talking. He whispers sweet nothings in your ear about an Amtrak. Yeah, what? I love Amtrak. My dad used... We know, Joe. We know. We heard it a lot. Hey, let me tell you. It's okay, Joe. Shut up. Anyways, before Joe gets out of hand, we got a lot more deals on the way. A lot more. I'll save you $1 trillion if pal just snip. It's all you gotta do, pal. Snip it. You gotta cut it. There's many allegories. I don't want to put you in a cave, so got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.